41. Beat Glasgow, one of our doubleheader. This is Barren County basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back with more of the Zaxby's pregame report with a new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or boneless wings meal. It is served on a potato bun, a toasted potato bun, that Caribbean jerk filet sandwich. And you can make it a meal with the crinkle fries and 22-ounce Coca-Cola freeze-style drink with the boneless wings meal at Zaxby's. We're 12 minutes away from tip-off with the Trojanettes and the Lady Hornets. Metcalfe County 22-9 last year under Josh Hurt. And Barren County winning the ball game last year 67-49. The Trojanettes have won the last 4 meetings against the Lady Hornets. And that was the last 20-plus win season that the Lady Hornets have had in quite some time. Last time a Metcalfe County team beat a Barren County team was in 2014 when the Lady Hornets won 48-45. They were the 16th district runners-up the last 2 years. They won the championship in 2017 and they were runner-up in 2016 under Coach Josh Hurt. They average about 58 points a game. They give up 58 points a game, and they shoot 35.5% from the field. They've hit 159 threes this year, shooting at 31.5% from behind the arc, 61.7% from the foul line, and they average 26.3 rebounds a game. The Trojanettes are averaging 60 points a game, giving up 47.1, shooting 41.3% from the field, hit 148 threes so far this year, shooting at 33%, 63.7% 40% from the foul line and averaging 27.5 rebounds a game. Coach Piper Lindsay, 111 wins and 47 losses so far in her 5 seasons. Of course, 32-5 last year and the 4th Region Championship and State Elite 8, 25-7 2 years ago and 20-13 3 years ago. So looking to up that record again tonight to 23-6 with a win over the Lady Hornets. Several other games on the schedule tonight as we take a look at the area's schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, caring in a better way day by day. Lots of girl-boy doubleheaders tonight, including Caverna at Adair County, Warren Central at Allen County Scottsville, Warren East at Franklin Simpson, Cumberland County's at Glasgow tonight. Monroe County plays at Greenwood. Then we've got single games tonight between Bowling Green girls at Logan County, Clinton County girls at Wayne County, and 5 single boys games tonight. Hopkinsville is at Bowling Green, Russell County's at Danville, Logan County at Ohio County, Fort Campbell at Russellville, and Muhlenberg County is at Todd Central. That's a look at the area schedule. And we're 10 minutes away from tip-off. We'll come back and have more pregame coverage here on the Zaxby's Pregame Report. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. last regular season game at home, as we'll be on the road Thursday night at Clinton County and then head to the 15th District Basketball Tournament starting Monday night at Allen County Scottsville High School. We'll have all the coverage for you of each and every tournament game throughout the week here on Nash Icon and also on 104thescore.com. Before we head to WKU's Diddle Arena for the entire coverage of the 4th Region Basketball Tournament from EA Diddle Arena. Trojanettes 22-6, Metcalfe County 10-12, and Metcalfe County will play Cumberland County in the 16th District Basketball Tournament next week at Russell County. The Trojanettes will play Monroe County on Monday night at 6 o'clock, and the Trojanettes with 2 blowouts over the Lady Falcons this year, 69-37 and 68-35, and Robert, you look at the way the districts are stacking up on the girls' side. Logan County down to the 13th will play Todd County Central, the 4 seed. Russellville and Franklin Simpson, the 2 and 3.
We'll give a little preview of our region, predictions that'll come up Thursday night.
We'll do that Thursday night, yeah.
Right. 13's pretty easy, but we've seen all those teams except Russellville, who's actually got a better district record they've had in a long time.
That's true. And the 14th still undecided yet. It's a 3-way tie for second, and I don't know how you're going to figure the math out on that one. South Warren, Warren East, and Warren Central all have 4-4 records.
Surely they'll have their district meeting here pretty soon and flip a coin, pill bottle, whatever you do there. But there's going to be one unlucky team, and that goes to the 4 seed, who will eventually probably play Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Warren East had a big win over Bowling Green the other day, so that would be a monumental upset if they were, for some reason, able to draw that 4 seed and then go back and beat Bowling Green and completely knock them out of the region.
Really?
That'd be a little crazy, but I guess it's ultimately possible.
Of course, the 15th, Barren and Monroe, Glasgow and Allen County, Scottsville, and you can pretty much, put it down. Barren and Glasgow should be the 2 teams that come out of the 15th. Then the 16th, you got Russell County playing Clinton County and Metcalfe against Cumberland, and you'd have to think that Russell and Metcalfe are the favorites there, but anything can happen. But we'll make more predictions as we especially maybe find out more about the 14th by Thursday night.
Yeah, Metcalfe's won half of their games against district opponents. They're 5-1 in the district and will have 10 wins overall. So they've been able to run the table, including a win over Russell County. So, they're not talking just getting to the regional tournament. They're talking about getting them a district championship.
Right. Looking at the rankings today, this was in the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll. Bowling Green stayed the number 1 team in the region. Barren County 2, Russell 3, Glasgow 4, and Warren East number 5. And then the second 5 were South Warren, Warren Central, Russellville, Logan County, and Greenwood. And the 2 teams that did receive votes for the top 10 were Metcalfe County and Allen County, Scottsville. On the Dave Cantrell Lexington Herald leader rankings this week, Bowling Green number 1, ranked 21st in the state. Barren County at number 2, then Glasgow, then Warren East moving up to number 4 in that ranking, and South Warren number 5. In the second 5, Russell County, Logan County, Greenwood, Allen County, Scottsville, and Metcalfe County.
Is this an exactly 20-point favorite by that computer rating tonight, right?
And then on the as far as the RPI goes, KHS AA RPI showed the Trojanettes by 17 over Metcalfe County tonight. So there you go. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. For the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets, under first-year head coach T.J. Thomas Coffey. And our assistant coaches are Terry Fields and Leslie London. They'll start J.C. Harper, 5'7" sophomore. It averages 15.8 points, or actually 13.8 points and 5 rebounds a game. Braylon Davis is a 5'4" sophomore that averages 13.7. Macy Welch, a 5'7" junior, averages 10.8 points and 5.6 rebounds. Not sure what's happened to the clock. The clock has stopped, and it went out for just a second there. So we may have a little extra time on the clock before we head into tip-off here.
They're working on it.
Not sure what took place. The other starters are Marissa Fields, a 5'7" junior, averaging 7 points and 4.5 rebounds a game. And the other starter tonight will be Anna Grace Bly, a 5'10" freshman, averages 3 points a game. She'll be starting in place of Cassidy London, a 5'9" 8th grader that normally averages 8.5 points a game, as she has a bout with a flu, and so she is not here tonight. For the Barren County Trojanettes, under fifth-year head coach Piper Lindsay, her assistant coaching staff Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow, Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader, averaging 3.5 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7", senior, named the KABC 4th Region Player of the Year, averaging 20.4 points a game. Raven Ennis, a 5'9 sophomore, averages 11.4 points and 5.4 rebounds. Carly Delk, a 5'9 senior, 7.4 points, 5.7 rebounds. Eve Jackson, a 5'9 senior, 6.4 points a game for the Trojanettes. So there's your starting lineups, and we'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. First quarter of action sponsored by South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. The officials for tonight's game, sponsored by Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. And tonight's officials are Scott Daniels, Jamie and Bailey, and Sherman Kirk. Mind you, you're listening to our broadcast coverage on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT FM, Cave City, Glasgow, and online at 104thescore.com, also on BCHS Live this evening. Pretty good crowd for a Tuesday night, last home regular season game before we head on the road to Clinton and district tournament action Monday night at Allen County, Scottsville. We'll come back to the tip-off of the first game between the Trojanettes and the Lady Hornets of Metcalfe County when we return as you're following Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Under the direction of Dr. Kim Crowder.
Present. Arm.
Welcome back to Barren County High School. Final home regular season game for both the Trojans and Trojanettes. Trojanettes 22-6, Metcalfe County 10-12. Lady Hornets down to our right in maroon uniforms tonight with white numerals and lettering. The Barren County Trojanettes to our left in their home whites. Burgundy and gold numbers and burgundy and gold stripes down the sides. Trojanettes come in a 17-point favorite on the RPI, 20-point favorite on the Dave Cantrell ratings, ranked number 2 in the region. They have all season long been rated number 2 behind Bowling Green. Metcalfe County comes in ranked number 10 this week in one poll, number 11 in the other. Trojanettes getting an 18-point win last year over Metcalfe County over at Edmonton. It was 20 points 2 years ago. Only won by 6 back in 2017. But with different teams, of course. Right. Different players.
They lose a little bit of their size without London in there. She's, I guess, their second tallest player. So lose a little bit of shooting, lose a little bit of rebounding, so they'll have to replace those 8.5 points, but do have 3 starters who do average double figures. So they got plenty of kids that can score it, and that's what we're going to have to really do. We're going to have to make them put the ball on the floor because they like to live on the three-point line. So as I said really early, if they're able to knock down the threes, this is a competitive game. If we're able to drive them off that line and make them uncomfortable, then I like the Trojanettes shot to be able to notch their 23rd victory of the season.
Metcalfe County moving right to left here in the first half of play. Barren County coming left to right as we see it here from the broadcast table. Glad to have you along listening or watching tonight, wherever you may be. Going to put, I believe Bly's going to be in the jump circle for Metcalfe County, standing about 5'10". She's starting in place of Cassidy London tonight, the 5'9" 8th grader who's out with a flu. Flu bug still going around. Not only in students, but adults as well.
Right. I actually saw where it was actually on the rise and continuing to go up today.
That's not good. Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren County. Scott Daniels will toss it up. Here we go. And it's going to be controlled by the Trojanettes. And chasing down the ball is Bertram. She'll give it to Murphy. See what Metcalfe County sets up in. Left side it goes to Bertram. Bertram looks inside. Out top is Ennis. They go right side with it to Murphy. Feeds it down in there to Bertram. Turnaround shot off the mark. And battle for the rebound underneath. Coming out there with it. Bertram's got it. She'll sling it over now to Jackson. Goes down the lane. Puts it up. It is no good. Missed the layup. Rebound in there by Metcalfe County. Almost threw it away. It's Davis. We'll bring it in the back court against Raven Ennis. And she'll sling it up court on the left side here to Fields. They fire it down inside there to Harper. And out of the corner, here's a three by Bly. That's no good. Rebound to Delk for the Trojanettes. Outlet pass comes to Bertram. Now Bertram cuts back, steps back. Three in the air. Off the mark. And rebound to Metcalfe County. Here's Harper with the basketball. Sends it over the right side. Throwing it away.
Picked it up and threw it away. Expected somebody to be there that wasn't. Trojanettes have gotten 3 decent looks at it. 2-point blank and then that 3 from Elizabeth, but yet to connect a minute in.
Katie Murphy with the basketball. Bounce pass. Right wing comes to Jackson. There's a lob down to Anna. She puts it up. It's good.
I think that's a good place for us to look tonight. Raven on the block. They do not have size that can contend to with her.
Bly in the backcourt. Gets her the basketball to Fields. Now Fields will throw it in the middle there on a bounce pass. Comes back off to Bly. And we're going to have a foul called. Got a bump there from Carly Delk. Her first in the team's first. And that's going to put Bly at the charity stripe. 5'10" freshman for 2 shots. First one is good. So Metcalfe on the scoreboard at the 6:38 mark of the opening quarter. Bly back for the second free throw shot. It's in there. Ties it at 2. Barren County with the basketball. Murphy will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Sends it off to Jackson, down to the corner to Delk. Delk throws it cross court, breaking to the basket underneath. Here's Murphy, shot it over the rim, and rebound taken by Fields from Metcalfe County. Sends it up court to Bly. Now diagonal pass, right side. Welch fires away, and it's no good. Long rebound comes off to Katie Murphy for the Trojanettes. Ahead up to Jackson. She puts it in. 4-2. And a pass knocked down by Jackson. Here comes Bertram with the basketball. Bertram on a left-handed dribble on the right side of the floor. After Jackson swings it left. Murphy for a 3. It comes off the rim. Rebound to Metcalfe County. Coming up with the basketball, Harper sends it down left side. Davis, 3, got it.
He was a step behind the line. That was in rhythm, the first shot, the first three that Metcalfe's taken as such.
And that's her 54th three-point shot of the year. 5-4, Metcalfe leads it. Bertram for a three. It's no good. Battle for the rebound, tapped out, and Murphy tried to save it in bounds. She does. In there to Ennis. Inside, puts it up, no good. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Metcalfe's basketball. As Delk and Ennis were both fighting for the rebound. Full court pressure by the Trojanettes. As the ball comes into play to Davis. Now they get it up court to Harper. Here's a pass wide open. Bly puts it up and in.
Flew over top of us on the press. If we're really pressing up, and if we don't get it, the backside's wide open.
7-4, Metcalfe County with a lead. Jackson with the basketball, hands it off to Ennis. Now Ennis cuts back left and loses a handle, trying to go down to Delk with it. Turnover by Barren. Sloppy play by the Trojanettes. And losing a handle on the basketball, picking it back up, trying to go up with a shot was Harper, and she's fouled. Eve Jackson commits her first. That's number 2 on the Trojanettes. And at the line, J.C. Harper, 55% foul shooter on the year for Coach T.J. Thomas Coffey. Shot goes up, it's in. And it's an 8-4 Metcalfe County lead. Second shot on the way, and it's good for Harper. 9-4, Lady Hornets, 4:47 to play here in the opening quarter. And Murphy brings it up for the Trojanettes. Bounce pass left side to Bertram. Now Bertram holds it high above her head, throws it out to Jackson. Right side it goes to Murphy. Murphy out of the wing, out top is Bertram. Now cuts back right, goes in the lane, throws up the runner, no good. Trying to get a rebound, tap back. Here's a shot going up, no good for Ennis. And rebound claimed in there by Metcalfe County. Welch comes out of there with it, in trouble. And a pass knocked away out of bounds by Ennis. Goes back to the Lady Hornets with 4:17 to play here in the first.
Trojanettes just stone cold here in the first half of the first quarter.
Working the back court. It is Davis getting it down to Harper. Lays it up, missed the shot. Rebound to Jackson. Off to Murphy. Down to Ennis. Lost the handle. Saved it in bounds, but Metcalfe comes up with the basketball. Davis. Just under 4 to play. The Trojanettes are down 9-4. Davis gets a screen. Straight away, 3. No, off the front of the iron. Bertram with the rebound for the Trojanettes. In front court, left side, steps back behind the arc. Now gives it off to Jackson, goes through her hands and out of bounds.
2 turnovers in a row. Couple that with 5 of 5 shooting our last 5 shots. Not a good little stretch here for the Trojanettes. Raven made that bucket underneath, and we haven't really looked at her since. I'm not sure why we're not going inside.
Here's Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe. High post right, they give it to Crane. Flips it back over to Davis on the left. Out top it comes to Bly. Works against Jackson. Now lobs it down inside. Here's a shot put up and in by Harper.
Good little play that broke off there at the end, and they just played basketball and found her wide open.
11-4. Bertram trying to go into traffic. Throws up the shot. It's no good, but a foul call. Foul is on 21. That's J.C. Harper, her first, team's first. Coach Piper Lindsay's going to empty the bench. Going to bring the starters out. Elizabeth Bertram at the line for 2 shots. The first one's good.
We haven't seen this strategy a whole lot from Piper this year, but she's doing a whole 5 all, 5 in type strategy because these girls really aren't playing with a whole lot of energy right now.
Nope. Bertram's second toss is coming out. Rebound to Metcalfe County. Welch on the right side. Davis a 3. It's good.
Wow. Braylon's not scared to shoot it. She's been playing varsity for the last couple of years, so she's young, but she's very experienced.
14-5. Metcalfe County with the lead. 2:50 to play in the quarter. Here's Bertram 3. No good. Rebound put back up. Foul. Going to send Taylor Harlow to the free throw line. Foul on 32. That is McKinley Crane, who just checked in, 5'10 junior. Her first, number 2 on Metcalfe County here in the first half. Taylor Harlow, 5'9" freshman at the line. Shot goes up, no good. So we got Addison Smith, Liberty Rice. Let's see, Katie Murphy's checked back in. Macy Lockhart in the court. And here's the free throw by Harlow. Rim's good. 14-6, 2:45 to play here in the first. Metcalfe County with the lead in the basketball. Bly out of the corner, no good for 3. Offensive rebound, though, by Metcalfe County. Here's a shot going up, no good. Another offensive rebound. Davis bluffs the 3. She traveled. They got a new player to ball game for Metcalfe County. That is number 5, Lexi Bowles, a 5'5" sophomore. And number 3 also in the game, Aubrey Glass, a 5'4" 7th grader for Metcalfe County. And now the starters are back on the court for Barren. Delk sends it over to Murphy on the left side. Back out to Delk, back to Murphy on the left wing. Looking inside, looking for Bertram. Throws it cross court, back over to Delk on the right wing. Now sends it back over the left side to Jackson. Now out to Bertram. Bertram wants to drive in traffic, flips up the shot, and it's going to come off the rim, but she's fouled. Foul on 24, Braylon Davis. That is her first. Metcalfe's third of the half. And Elizabeth Bertram back at the stripe. 2 more shots. First one's good. Back in for Metcalfe County is Macy Welch. And I don't believe they put the point on the board yet.
They're working to.
They still got a clock malfunction. Is that what?
They're, okay. Well, they just had to add a little time.
Okay, they still haven't put the point on the board, though. Here's the free throw by Bertram. It's good. So she got both of them. Makes it 14-8. Metcalfe County with the basketball. Davis working against Murphy. Leaves it out there with Glass. Glass sends it out to Welch. Welch taking it right side. Bounce it back out to Davis. Over the left side, here's a 3 ball in the air. Good. Knocking it down from long range, Marissa Fields. That's their third 3-pointer of the quarter. It's 17-8, Metcalfe County. Minute 28 to play in the first quarter. Bertram driving left of the lane, leaves in the corner. Murphy, the 3, drills it.
Broke a drought of our last 6 straight we hadn't been able to hit from that corner 3.
Another 3-point try in the air. Good again for Fields.
Well, I think Piper's a little frustrated. She might have put that on the scouting report that they like to shoot the 3. They've got to know what it means to force them off the line and make them put a dribble down, because right now they're not.
20-11, Metcalfe County, just under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Bertram with the basketball. Picks up her dribble. Feeds it in there to Ennis. A collision, an offensive foul on Raven Ennis.
Really didn't have a chance to put the ball on the floor and see what was in front of her.
Macy Lockhart checking back into the Trojanet lineup. Full court pressure applied by the Trojanettes as they try to get the ball in play. Timeout call. 30-second timeout for the Lady Hornets with 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing Metcalfe County 20-11. So we take a People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank, working for you.
8 of Metcalfe's 12 shot attempts in the first quarter have been 3s. They have hit 4 of them. So they're 50% from 3. A team that really likes to shoot the ball. We said they average
7 threes a
game. They've already got 4 here in the first quarter. So another thing, I'll go back to it again. I said if they make shots, this is going to be a good game. Well, they've been up 9 pretty much this whole first quarter. They were up 14-5. Now they're up 20-11.
Ball comes into Davis. Gets with the basketball to Welch. One-hand pass up court to Harper in the left corner. Give it back into Harper. Going underneath. Puts it up and in.
Good move by Harper.
6 points for Harper. 22-11. Metcalfe County. 34 seconds to go in the quarter. Bertram with the basketball. Gets a screen from Ennis. Now steps back. Top of the key. 3 is off high. Pulled down. On the rebound, that was Davis. It's stolen away. Back by Bertram. She puts it up. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. as they're reaching in on her. Shot goes up and in off the window. 22-13, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Pass knocked away by Lockhart and out of bounds. 7.3 to go. Metcalfe ball leading 22-13. Harper feeds it in underneath. Shot is partially blocked by Lockhart. Got it back, though. Throws it back up off the glass. It's no good. Another rebound put back up. No good for Harper. That ends the quarter. It is Metcalfe County 22, Barren County 13. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. 22-13. Back to the action here in the second quarter. Metcalfe County with the basketball. Davis has it. Lady Hornets lead at 22-13. Bly for a three. It's off the mark. Battle for the rebound. It comes to the hands of Ennis, and she gets rid of the basketball to Murphy. Murphy in the front court left side. Gives to Jackson. Jackson back out to Murphy. She'll set it up. Leaves it out there with Elizabeth Bertram. Bertram hands it off to Jackson. Three in the air. Rattles out. Put back up and in by Lockhart. 22-15. Metcalfe County by 7. Here's a long three in between the circles. Good for Davis. Wow.
She's hit at least two from really deep.
25-15. Metcalfe County. Here's Bertram in traffic. Puts it up and in. Just kind of wiggled her way through to get the easy bucket. 25-17. Davis down underneath, and a whistle, traveling violation on Harper. Down to the right baseline. Trojanettes get it back. 6:54 to play here in the first half. Murphy with the basketball for Barren. Straight away over to Jackson. Down to the right corner to Lockhart. Lockhart gives it back to Jackson. Now Jackson back in the corner to Lockhart, right-hand side. Back out to Jackson. Jackson dribbles left, gives it to Murphy. Now Murphy fires it down inside the lane, up and under move by Ennis. She puts it in with her left hand.
I keep feeding her the basketball. She's had a couple of good looks at it tonight, and that'll get them to respect our three game, stretch it out.
Here's another long three between the circles. Barely grazed the iron for Fields, who had knocked down two in the first quarter. 25-19. Lockhart goes inside. Looked like a foul there, but no whistle. Metcalfe County with the basketball coming the other way. It's Davis. Davis feeds it down in there to Welch, and she missed the layup. Wide open shot. Ennis had the ball, had it smacked out of her hands. Murphy comes up with it, fires it cross court to Bertram. Bertram, one-hand pass. Jackson out to Lockhart. Lockhart putting down one dribble, gives it back out to Ennis. Sends it straight away over to Murphy. Murphy crossover move to the basket, puts it up and in.
Spread the floor, and she made one move to beat her defender, and an easy layup.
Barren back within 4 after trailing 22-11. And there is Davis going in with a shot and a foul. And it's on Katie Murphy, her first, team's fourth. Braylon Davis, 75% foul shooter, has knocked down 3 threes already here in the ball game. First one on the way, good.
Already shooting the ball much better this quarter. We're 4 of 6. We made 4 shots the whole first quarter. We were 4 of 16 for the quarter. Metcalfe shooting almost 50%, 7 of 15 in that first quarter. Reason they were able to stretch the lead to 9.
Davis already has 11 points as she cans both free throws. They're 6 of 6 at the stripe here in the first half, 27-21. Jackson feeds it down low. Bertram splits the defenders. No foul call there. There was some body contact. Here's a baseball pass coming up to Harper. Drives around Lockhart. Hit the bottom of the rim. Lockhart with a rebound. Bertram coming down the right side of the floor. Cuts back into the lane. Goes inside. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound to Metcalfe County's Welsh. Gets rid of the basketball to Davis. And it's stolen away by Bertram. Bertram cut in front, and there's a 12-foot jumper way off the mark. Rebound to Welch. Gives it off to Bly. Cross-court pass comes to Davis.
Elizabeth's just not been able to get it going tonight.
Davis stops and pops. 3 in there. Wow. 4 threes for Braylon Davis already here in the half. She's got 14 points, which is just above her average on the season. Down low, Ennis reverses up, shot it over the rim. 30-21. Metcalfe coming back the other way. And it's Davis with the basketball. Driving right. Giving it off now to Harper. Harper sends it back out. Straight away in between the circles. Fields knocks it down for another 3.
We're just guarding him at the three-point line. We need to take another step out and guard him a couple of steps out because that's where they're shooting it right now.
33-21. 12-point lead for Metcalfe County. Half the quarter gone. Cross-court pass. Jackson will fire for a 3. Got it. It's only the second three-pointer. Peoples Bank 3 for Barren County. Now 33-24. Davis. And a bad pass in the corner out of bounds intended for Bly. Harper's going to get a break for Metcalfe County. And replace her Lexi Bowles, a 5'5 sophomore. 3:45 left in the first half. Barren County down 9 to the Lady Hornets. Murphy stops and gives it over to Jackson to the right side. Down in the corner goes to Delk. Skip pass comes left. Murphy, 3, no. Offensive rebound on the right side by Delk. And we got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to put this one on Metcalfe County's Bowles. Her first, team's fourth. Barren County's basketball. Ennis out to Lockhart on the right wing. Going to fire it up for 3. Air ball. Taken by Davis for Metcalfe. Gets rid of the basketball to Fields and back to Davis. 3:15 to play here in the half. And a pass going to the corner intended for Bly, out of bounds. Metcalfe County with 7 3-pointers here in this first half.
We're getting plenty of shots, too. Getting the shots is not the problem. We have only turned it over 3 times the whole game. The problem is we haven't been able to hit them. We're just one of our last 8.
Coming down to the 3-minute mark of the first half. Murphy gets a screen, cuts down the middle of the lane, puts it up. It is no good. Rebound by Bly. Stolen away by Jackson. Feeds it underneath to Murphy. Puts it up and in. The Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris, assist. But Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assists you today with the financial planning. Davis wanted to shoot that 3 out between the circles again. Here's Bly feeding it down the left side, going to the basket. Ooh, going to be a traveling violation on glass. Had Ennis off her feet, but she shuffled her feet. 33-26. Metcalfe lead is 7. Their largest has been 12. Barren on a 5-0 run here after trailing 33-21. We're down to 2.5 minutes to play. Murphy with the basketball for the Trojanettes. 3 ball in the air. Bottom. Her second Peoples Bank 3-point shot cuts it to 4. 33-29. Davis throws it behind her. Fields for 3. It's off high. Goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
Metcalfe's going to show a little pressure here.
And the ball comes into Murphy. Gives it back over to Ennis. Now diagonal pass left side. Jackson almost lost it out of bounds and threw it away, but then tried to get it back. Diving for the loose ball. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojanettes with 2:03 to play. Barren County on an 8-0 run after trailing by 12. 33-29, 2:03 to go. Michelle Murphy will join us at halftime from Heistville Elementary. for Sherry Alexander tonight. Here's Jackson, feeds it to Ennis. Ennis trying to make a move on a defender and puts it up. Missed the shot. Rebound to Welch for Metcalfe County.
Couldn't get much better looks than we're getting, to be honest.
Lid up on the rim tonight. Here's Davis with the basketball, backing away against Murphy. Down a minute 43 to play. Had it poked away by Murphy. Comes to the backcourt. Murphy steals it. Gets tripped up. Ball rolls out of bounds.
Davis just lollygagging after it instead of hustling. Murphy beat her to the ball but couldn't grab it.
There's a pass up court coming to Fields. And driving it down, here's Harper, had the shot blocked. Elk had the ball, had it knocked out of her hands, but taken by Jackson. Gives it off to Murphy. Cross-court pass comes over to Ennis. And now Ennis drives in the lane, throws up the runner, no good. Delk with the rebound, back up and in. 33-31, Barren back within 2. A 10-0 run by Barren County. Welch driving against Ennis. Backtracks in. Here's Fields. High arching three. No good. Rebound to Jackson. 57 seconds to go in the half. Jackson crossover to the left. Gets tripped up. Goes to the floor and needs some help here and a timeout call.
Timeout, Trojanettes.
With 50.8 seconds to play, Barren County will have the basketball underneath, trailing 33-31.
Piper doesn't use very many of her timeouts just every game, and especially you don't see her very often using timeouts to save possession. So she's a little frustrated, but she understands that her team's making a run and been able to cut into Metcalfe's lead here in this quarter. So she wanted another opportunity to tie the game with a bucket.
On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Openacoke enjoyed the game. Glasgow Lady Scotties lead Cumberland County after one period, 19-9. Trojanette ball underneath, 50.8 seconds to go before the break. Murphy will toss it in. Murphy feeds it to Ennis. Free throw line shot in the air, no good. Ball gets loose, picked up by Harper. 44 seconds to play here in the half. Now Harper getting pressure out there from Elizabeth Bertram, going back and forth. And she walked. Yep. I didn't know if they were going to call that or not.
I think she actually double dribbled before that, and she stopped playing because she knew what she did, but the official missed it, and that caused her to walk.
Barren County with a chance to tie or take the lead on a three with 30 seconds to go before intermission. Murphy gives it out to Ennis. Hands it off to Bertram. Now hands to Murphy. Gives it back to Lockhart. Now to Bertram down the lane. Going up and a foul. There'll be 2 shots for Elizabeth Bertram. The foul on at number 30 for Metcalfe County. That's Macy Welch, her first and the team's 5th. Elizabeth Bertram at the line, 3 of 4 from the charity stripe in the first quarter. Has got 7 points. The free throw's good. Point number 8 cuts the lead to 1 at 33-32. 11-0 run by the Trojanettes. And the second shot good again for Bertram. Ties it up at 33 with 20.8 to go here in the half. Comes into Davis. She'll give it to Welch. Welch will dribble it across the midcourt stripe. Angles off to the right side. Now looks for Davis. She's got it out between the circles. Murphy applying pressure out there. Going right side with it. Goes the basket. Puts it up and in. 3 seconds, 2. And here's a desperation shot at the buzzer. It's good for Bertram.
Wow.
Shot that one out from the Trojan logo.
Most difficult shot
on the floor.
Those difficult shots she's had all half. Hits that. We've missed a ton of easy ones, but somehow able to have a 1-point lead at the half after that shooting performance. But we hung in there, played tough, and good things to show from it here at half.
We'll come back with a halftime report in just a moment. And the second quarter was brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Colton Steakhouse and Grill halftime report coming up next. Trojanettes 36, Metcalfe County 35. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Number 25.
Back here at halftime, Trojanettes up 36-35 over Metcalfe County. Trojanettes trail by 12 at one time, 33-21, but have come back to outscore Metcalfe County in the last 4 minutes, 15-2. After that desperation three-point shot made by Elizabeth Bertram. Right now, Michelle Murphy at Highsville Elementary, and recognizing some more players tonight. You know these quite well, I guess, don't you?
I do. I've been blessed to work with these young ladies since I came to Barren County 5 years ago. Most of these ladies, I've been able to coach them on and off for 5 years, so it's a real proud moment to be a part of this tonight.
You've got I get a lot of hands in the fire. I mean, you keep stats, you coach, you guidance counselor at Highsville, covering for Sherry Alexander tonight.
Well, and I'm not sure that I do any of it well, but I'm around if you need me.
Always around when you need it. Well, tell us what's going on at Highsville Elementary these days.
I'll tell you, I'm so proud of this Trojanet program, and I'm just as proud and even more excited because Highsville Elementary is who brought me back here to Barren County, and it is such an outstanding school, and we are so blessed this year. They changed the academic rating system, and they did a 5-star rating all the way down to a 1-star, and so it was pretty hard to get a 5-star, very few in the state, but we are a 4-star rated school, and so we are so blessed, and that was the highest rating given in our district and kind of in our area, and so we are really, really excited about that. Our enrollment's up. We're so blessed. We were able to add a new classroom and add a new teacher at Christmas, so we're really excited about that. We're at capacity at preschool, so March the 12th is open enrollment for Barren County schools, and so I encourage all those who want to come to Highsville Elementary, come on out early, and so we can get you in spots and take care of that, and so we can prepare for our new Cardinals for next year. So we're really excited about that.
Has the flu bug hit you pretty hard out there?
Ooh, today was the day.
Really?
Yes, we kind of had a little gap between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We had it, and I knew that when everybody else was hit, we had been. And today we got the second wave, and we are blessed to have the Healthy Kids Clinic and to have a nurse practitioner that could be out there and to diagnose, and a lot of strep and things going on, but we were blessed to have that out there. And even though we're hoping for healthy kids come to the end of the week, but we've got several Cardinals that won't return to us tomorrow.
Well, we were out 2 days for illness, and now here we are getting hit again.
I know it.
Anything else you want to add?
Well, another shout out for next week. Moving from athletics to academics again. Our academic team, we've got a proud tradition there at Highsville, and for Governor's Cup Elementary, we participated in the Elementary District Governor's Cup. We tied for first. We ended up with the overall, second place, but 14 out of the 30 medals went to Highsville Elementary. So over half, and every single kid, and we think this is the first time in school history, qualified to go to region next week at Edmonson County. So we are very, very proud of that. And we're just very proud of all the things all of our Cardinals do. Service is a big part of what we do at Highsville. You know, instead of giving gifts at Christmas, they decided to give to our blessing box. You know, we have our Caring Cardinals, and to give, and we have community partners that give back, such as our PTO and Phillips IGA made sure our kids all had T-shirts at Christmas because they were giving, and then our Highsville Masonic Lodge, they made sure Santa and the elves came to visit. And, you know, they also, and you know, I know each Masonic Lodge and each community does different things, but they gave every kid who had perfect attendance and all A's a bike for us for the last 2 years. So we want to give a shout out to our community partners.
A lot of exciting things. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate your time, as always. Metcalfe County 35, Trojanettes on top with 36. We'll come back with a halftime report after this break. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow, let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Now the Colton's Steakhouse and Grill halftime report. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. Barren County trailed 33-21 and came back and outscored Metcalfe County the rest of the way, 15-2 to end the half. And Barren County trailed at the end of the first quarter, 22-13. They outscored Metcalfe 23-13 in the second quarter. Metcalfe County 11 field goals, 7 of those were three-pointers. They were 6 for 6 at the line. 16 for Braylon Davis. She knocked down 4 threes. 3 threes for Marissa Fields for 9. 6 points for J.C. Harper. 4 points for Anna Grace Bly. For Barren County, 13 field goals, 4 of those three-pointers, 6 of 8 at the line. Elizabeth Bertram with 12 points in the first half. Katie Murphy has scored 10 on a couple of threes. 5 for Eve Jackson. Raven Ennis with 4. 2 for Carly Delk. 2 for Macy Lockhart. 1 for Taylor Harlow.
Trojanettes were 13 of 37. Getting up shots wasn't a problem. Making them was. Just shot 35%. Metcalfe 7 of 15 from 3. They were 11 of 26 overall. So 7 out of their 11 field goals, as you said, were threes. They just attempted 26 overall.
Metcalfe County basketball to start the second half. This third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And here is Harper shooting it over the rim. Got her on rebound and puts it back in.
You'd hope we'd build off a little positive momentum with that long shot Elizabeth hit, but coming a little dead on the defensive end.
Yep. Bertram gives it out to Katie Murphy. She'll set it up. Bounce pass right side over to Jackson. Jackson lobs it down in there to Ennis. Had to dribble it out of trouble. Back to Jackson to the right wing. Sends it back out front to Bertram. Bertram wants to drive. Over it goes to Murphy. She'll send it back over to Jackson, right side of the circle. Dribbles it over to the wing. Curls back. Gives it to Bertram out front. Back over it comes to Murphy. Feeds it down low in there to Delk. Back to Murphy. 3-ball in the air. No good. Rebound comes off to Harper for Metcalfe County. Lady Hornets back on top now, 37-36. Here comes Harper driving to the basket, puts it up. It's no good. Got out of control there, almost lost her footing. And here's Murphy the other way. There's good defensive pressure by Bertram. Jumper by Ennis is off the mark. And the rebound to Harper for Metcalfe. Normal shots that Ennis will make, not going down tonight.
You say that for a lot of them.
Here's Welch with the basketball on the right side. Slapped out of her hands by Bertram. Ball gets loose and goes out of bounds in the right corner. Stays with Metcalfe County.
Didn't have a whole lot of time because they recognized the freshman boys and girls district champions, which is a great thing, but Piper didn't have a lot of time to make adjustments, and there's no energy out there.
There's Davis driving against Murphy. Ball gets away, and Ennis has it, gives it off to Murphy. Diagonal pass to left side. Bertram driving. Ooh, collision here, and I'm going to call an offensive foul.
She just looks at the bench like, what did I do? Well, she was set up to take that charge since last Christmas, and Elizabeth just decided to run over and hope they wouldn't call it, but they definitely did.
Metcalfe County with the basketball, breaking the pressure. Front court, right side. Harper cuts back left on the dribble. Will bring it back out front. Gets rid of it to Davis. Left side over to Fields. And they go down in there to Harper, trying to force up the shot. Nothing there. And Bertram comes out of there with it for the Trojanettes. Bertram back behind the arc on the left side, looking for help. Sends it out to Jackson. Now she puts down the dribble. Gets a screen from Delk, drives left, bounce pass broken up in there, but Bertram came up with it, tried to go for the shot, jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojanettes.
In theory, that was a good design. The back door was there, but she tried to thread the needle, and there was just no alley for that pass to go through.
Macy Lockhart checking back into the Trojanet lineup for Elizabeth Bertram. And Murphy will toss it in. Murphy sends it out to Ennis, top of the key. Going to fire it up from 18. It's no good off the left side. Chasing it down is Jackson. She's in a trap. Dribbles out of it. Now we'll feed it off to Ennis. Over the right wing, it goes to Lockhart. Back to Ennis. She'll fire it up for three. Good.
They left her all alone and forgot she can shoot the three.
That's her 30th one of the year. Barren back on top, 39-37. Here's Davis. And they're going to say Davis hooked Murphy. Or was it Murphy? I guess it was.
Yeah, they were Murphy and Ennis were both down there, weren't they?
Yeah. So second foul on Braylon Davis. That'll be Metcalfe's first of the second half. Barren County's basketball. Murphy's got it. Long looping diagonal pass. Right side it goes to Jackson. Jackson stops and looks, throws it back behind her to Ennis. Ennis trying to cut back in there. Gives to Jackson. Right wing three. Short. Rebound by Lockhart. Throws it back out to Ennis. Top of the key three. Off high. And Delk tried to go for the rebound. Got knocked to the floor. That'll be out of bounds to Metcalfe. .454 to play. Third quarter. Barren County up by 2. Welch with the basketball for Metcalfe. Little bunny hop. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound crashing the board. Carly Delk. Outlet pass comes to Murphy. Across it goes to Lockhart. Lockhart. Back over the right side. Working inside. It's Ennis. Going to have to do something with it. Throws it back out to Murphy. Murphy sends it off the left corner to Lockhart. Had an open look. Doesn't take it. Comes back out to Murphy. Straight away over to Jackson. Now gives it the corner to Ennis. One dribble, looking, throwing it back out to Jackson, getting some pressure there. Drives it into the lane, jumper, no good. Rebound to Metcalfe County. Welch, half the quarter gone. Barren County leads it by 2, 39-37. And Welch falls down, ball gets loose, scramble for, still loose. Picked up by Bly, she gets rid of it to Davis. Long shot is going to be blocked from three-point range. It's out of bounds, and the Hornets will keep it.
Re-entering the Lady Hornet lineup, number 21, Harper.
3:50 left to play here in the third.
Not an offensive explosion by either team so far.
Three-pointer for the Trojanettes and a two-point basket for the Lady Hornets, and that's it here in the third. Here's a pass, going to be a foul on Ennis. Ball was coming into Harper. Ennis, her second, and the second team foul on the Trojanettes. Elizabeth Bertram comes in for Eve Jackson for Barren County. 3:46 to play here in the third. Barren County with a two-point lead, 39-37. And the ball comes out to, that's Bowles, who's back in the game now for the Lady Hornets. Harper, cut off in there by Ennis. Fields a three, rattled out. Rebound comes off to Bertram, and whistle. She must have stepped on the inline. Trying to keep her balance there, but couldn't do so.
She went up to get the rebound, and I think got a little nudge. Not enough to get a foul, but it was enough to cause her to lose her balance.
Bly gets the ball in play. Harper shot it too strong. Telk with a rebound. Outlet pass, chasing it down. There's Bertram. Bertram now steps back to the 10-footer. Got it.
That's got to get her going. She's had a quiet 12 so far. You take that long three she hit at the half, out.
And the largest lead for the Trojanettes at 4. And Bowles having trouble with it. Almost threw it away. Out to midcourt. And that's going to be over and back. Telk applying the defensive pressure, causing Fields to step back into the back court. And so Barren County will have the ball at 3:08 to play here in the third quarter, leading by 4. Katie Murphy getting the screen from Lockhart. Straight away with a three. No. Offensive rebound. Lockhart puts it back in.
They had two people on the left side checking out, but nobody on the right side where she was.
There's a baseball pass picked off by Lockhart. Lockhart, 2-on-2. Stops. 6-footer. Got it.
Good stop, pull through. TJ needs a timeout.
The Trojanettes now have expanded the lead to 8. 45-37. With 2:43 left to play here in the third quarter. Barren County has outscored Metcalfe County here in this third period, 9-2.
We've got to find a way to get a little more energy. We haven't been able to turn Metcalfe County over a whole lot. They did have 10 turnovers in the first half, but those were mostly dead ball turnovers where we weren't actually able to get transition points. And that was, something that was causing us to lack energy, and we just started shooting a lot of shots, but those weren't going in. Obviously, the game gets a lot tougher when you're not making shots and you don't have anything to fall back on. So we're starting to see the ball go through the rim. We're starting to push the trend. We pushed the tempo the whole game, but we're actually starting to see that pay dividends. And I've seen Metcalfe a couple times tonight look like they're a little tired. You got to think that us continuing to push the ball is going to continue to cause a little bit of separation.
Coca-Cola scoreboard update. Glasgow girls 48, Cumberland County 17 at halftime. And also Elizabethtown defeats LaRue County tonight in a boys game 62-60.
Pretty good game, I'd say there.
Yep. Ball comes into Davis. She's guarded in the backcourt by Murphy. Davis still working to get it across the timeline and does. Bounce pass off to Fields. Fields looks, goes back to Davis. Now Davis bounces it out to Welch. Welch going right side, cuts back left, goes in the lane. Bounce pass on the left baseline. They work it in there. And losing a handle on it, Ennis comes up with a basketball with the Trojanettes. Ennis stops and throws it behind her to Murphy. Across it goes to Bertram. Steps back to three. Good! Good look. Second People's Bank three of the night for Elizabeth Bertram. She's got 17. And the lead now 11 for the Trojanettes at 48-37. 2 minutes to play here in the third, and a foul out front on Murphy. Her second, team's third.
we've really turned the defense up. We've obviously figured out that they can shoot the three, and we haven't really have them any good looks in this half.
Braylon Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe County. Guarded out there with Murphy, taking it left side, falling down on one knee, but getting back up.
Got to be 5 seconds.
And there's finally 5 after 10.
It seemed like it, didn't it?
Minute 37 to play here in the third quarter. Katie Murphy getting a break. Eve Jackson is back in for Barren County in a minute 37 to play. 48-37 Trojanettes. Bertram with the basketball. On the dribble left. Now looks down inside there to Ennis. She's double team, triple team, off balance shot, drops in.
They've really packed it in because we haven't shown that we're hitting the three or shooting the three very well, but got it there.
Three, but Davis is off the left side of the rim. Rebound to Bertram. 1:10 to play here in the third quarter. Bertram trying to make a move on her defender. At the left elbow, throws it back over to Lockhart. Lockhart around the top of the key on the left side. Bertram, another three ball in the air. It bounces off the rim. Anna's trying to get the rebound. She's surrounded by 4 Lady Hornets and picked up off the floor by Fields. Here comes Harper with it into the front court. Down to the right corner. Welch drives, throws it up on the run, and got it to go down. Her first 2 points tonight.
Their first bucket in a long time, too.
50-39. It's only their second field goal of the quarter. 37 seconds to play. Third period, Ennis with the basketball. Right side it goes to Jackson. Jackson looking inside. Now putting down the dribble. Against Harper. Bounces it out to Ennis. Ennis sends it over to Delk. Delk looking for Bertram on the cut. Now she's got it behind the arc. On the left side, wants to drive to the basket. Puts it up. It is no good, but a foul. Foul is on Metcalfe County's Fields. Her first, team second.
Welsh has been who's guarded Elizabeth majority of the game, and really she's done a good job on her, but we've helped them because our spacing hasn't been the best tonight. So really, 2 people have been able to guard Elizabeth a lot of the time, just helping off their man.
Yeah. Free throw good for Elizabeth Bertram. She's 6 of 7 at the stripe tonight. 18 points for Bertram, and she missed that one. Crashing the board, Ennis goes to the floor hard and loses out of bounds. 17 seconds to go. Barren County 51, Metcalfe County 39. And coming up with it is, I believe that's Aubrey Jolly. I think that's right, 25. They go down low in there, and they work it around to the left side. Stolen away by Bertram. 3 seconds. Teague has to baseball it up court. That'll do it for the quarter. Barren County 51, Metcalfe County 39. The Trojanettes outscored the Lady Hornets 15-4 in that third period of play. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of this one in a moment. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Fourth quarter underway, presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op, or South Central Bank, that is. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. 3 in the air, no good for Metcalfe County's Glass. Rebound of the Trojanettes. Trojanettes outscored Metcalfe 15-4 in the third period. Here's Bertram in the lane. Shovels it off her to Delk, and she puts it in. Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris assists to Elizabeth Bertram. Now extends the lead to 14. It's 53-39. Harper with the basketball for Metcalfe County. Bringing it out front between the circles. Starts her move right. Got a screen there set by Welch. Now backtracks down. Gives it out to Welch. 3-ball in the air. Air ball. And it'll go out of bounds.
They hit 7 threes in the first half. They're 0 of 6 here in the second half from 3.
$7:10 to play here in the ball game. Barren County 53, Metcalfe County 39. Bertram looking for Delk. Feeds it to Delk, crashing to the basket, puts it up. It's no good, but a foul called against the Lady Hornets, and it'll be number 3. That is Glass.
That was number 3, Aubrey Glass. That's her first team third.
Glass, only a 7th grader. Third team foul in Metcalfe County here in the second half. Delk at the line for 2. The first one is good. Carly Delk with her 5th point of the ball game. 54-39, Barren County. As Davis and Bly have checked back in. Thought the Meta had 6 on the floor there for a second. Here's Delk putting it up and in. Now it's 55-39. 6:53 to play in the basketball game. Davis has it, goes left side with it, and Welch pulls the trigger for 3 and knocks the bottom out of it. 28 feet away.
We just kind of forgot her. Forgot they were able to shoot the 3, drop back in our normal defense, and she popped and hit it.
55-42. Here's a 3 by Jackson. Bingo! That's her second People's Bank 3 tonight.
I think it's our 7th of the game, isn't it?
Yep. 58-42, 3 by Fields is in there. Oh, it's raining 3s right now. That's her 4th tray of the night.
Just had a quick lapse in what our defensive strategy needs to be last 2 possessions.
58-45, 6:12 to go. Crossover dribble. It's Bertram down underneath to Jackson. She puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound to Davis. Cleared it out for Metcalfe County. Sends it over the left side to Bly. She's going to fire it up for a 3. Yes!
9 straight.
Now after going cold in the third quarter, only getting 2 two-point baskets, they've hit all 3 threes here in the 4th, cutting the lead down to 10 at 58-48. Barren County had a 16-point lead. 5:42 to play. Lockhart giving it over the right side to Bertram. Getting the screen from Delk. Curls down the left side of the lane, goes up with a shot and in. 60-48, 5.5 to go. Davis with it for Metcalfe County. Working to the right side. Pass deflected off the backboard. Delk comes up with the ball, gives it off to Bertram. Bertram pushing it down the middle of the floor. Bertram driving all the way to the basket. Scoops up the shot and rims off. But a foul is called. And that was all around the rim. Foul on 30. That is Welch, her second. Team's 4th of the second half. Elizabeth Bertram at the line for 2 shots. First one is good. 21 for Elizabeth Bertram. Raven Ennis back to the Trojanet lineup for Macy Lockhart. 61-48, Barren County. Second shot on the way, good. 62-48, Trojanettes 5:13 to play here in the basketball game. Davis with the basketball for the Lady Hornets. Hands it off to Welch. Back to Davis. Top of the key 3. Off the mark this time. Rebounded Delk for the Trojanettes. Murphy sends it down the court. Here's Ennis laying it up and in.
There's an example right there. Metcalfe just a little tired right now. Not able to get up and down the floor as quick as we can move it.
64-48. Ties the largest lead of the ball game for Barren. 4:45 to play. Here's Welch in between the circles for 3. No good. Rebound to Murphy. That was almost a half court. Here's Ennis, 12-footer. Good.
They're struggling what to do offensively besides shoot that 3 right now.
66-48. Barron's lead now at 18. At one time trailed by 12. 33-21. Bly with the basketball. Pressure from Jackson. Gives it out to Davis. Now Davis backing away almost to midcourt. Gets a screen from Welch. Goes left side. Bounces it off to Fields. Now Fields fires it in the lane. It's batted away. Loose ball. And coming up with it is Welch. Going to fire up a 30-footer. Got it.
She said, why not? they clearly have the green light as soon as they come past half court.
66-51. 2 threes from A.C. Wells. All baskets here in the fourth quarter for Metcalfe has been threes. Bertram feeds it in the lane. It's Delk and smacked out of her hands and out of bounds underneath the basket. Harper back in the ball game for the Lady Hornets. And Murphy right of the bucket to toss it in. Right corner, Ennis gives to Bertram on the right wing. Getting chased out there. Hands it off to Jackson. And now Jackson bounces it out to Ennis, top of the circle. Swings it back to the right side. Bertram with a three. Yes! That's her third People's Bank three tonight. Back up to 18, the largest of the ball game. 69-51. Here's Davis from 18 feet, short. Rebound to Delk. Ahead up to Ennis on the right side. Ennis stops and looks. Looking for Murphy. Bounce pass down lane low to Delk. Breaks free and puts it in. And now a 20-point lead for Barren. 71-51. 2:50 to play. Davis. Top of the key. Fields for a three. It is bouncing off the rim. Rebound claimed in there by Katie Murphy. Cross pass. It comes to Ennis. Ennis looking. Has a pass deflected. Trying to throw it across. And now here comes Davis racing down the floor. Going in for the layup. It is no good. Ennis with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Ennis crossover dribble. And lost it, but Murphy there to get it. Foul going to be called at midcourt on Braylon Davis. Her third, team's fifth. And Bowles back in for Metcalfe County. And Coach Piper Lindsay will bring her starters out. Liberty Rice, Emma Hughes, Addison London, Addison Smith, and Taylor Harlow. In for Barren County.
Number 22, Annika Reed, and number 25.
And the ball comes out to Addison Smith. Gives it to Rice. Rice driving, throwing it up on the run, and banked it in. 73-51. 2:08 to play. And losing the handle, goes out of bounds. Let's say last touch by the Trojanettes. Metcalfe County basketball with 2:06 to play. Jolly gets the ball in play out to Anika Reed. Back to Jolly. They work it down low in there. They kick it back out for a three-point try. That's an air ball. And Harlow lets it go out of bounds. It'll be Barren County's ball with 1:53 to play. Liberty Rice with it for the Trojanettes. Right side over to Addison Smith. Out it comes to Addison London. Right side, Taylor Harlow. Out to Emma Hughes, top of the circle. Lets it go for three. It's no good. And a rebound to Addison Smith. Gives it out to Rice. Here's London. Back in the left corner. Hughes fakes, drives, gives it back out to London. Three in the air. Got it. Addison London in the scorebook for a People's Bank three. 25-point lead for Barren now. 76-51 in a minute 18 to play. Here's Jolly with the basketball. Jolly looking. Covered up. Gives it out to Johnson. Braylon Johnson on the left side. Over to Bowles. They work it in there. The ball gets loose, and Harlow comes up with it. Gives it to Hughes. 55 seconds to play. Out to Rice, over goes to London. Now London looking, cutting to the basket. Here's a shot put up. It is no good for Addison Smith. Rebound to Metcalfe County with 44 seconds to play. Jolly, right corner. Bowles. And we have a timeout call?
No, they got
a foul. Okay.
I think that was just to get the subs in.
Foul on Liberty Rice, her first, team's fourth. Going to get some more new players in the ball game. Emma Stewart in the game for the Trojanettes. Also, Graceland DeWeese and Michaela Smith in for Barren. 35 seconds to go. Jolly with the basketball for Metcalfe. Picks up her dribble. Gives it on the high post there to Bandy. It's Lindsay Bandy. And here's a shot going up off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Graceland DeWeese, and a foul call with 23 seconds to play.
Went from down as many as 12 to up 25. So, yeah, it's a 37-point turnaround.
Rice gives it to Emma Stewart. She double dribbled. Giving over to DeWeese. Out to Rice with 12 seconds to play. Rice fakes the three, drives, throws it up in the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose on the floor, and still loose. And time's going to run out here. Ball gets away. Metcalfe County comes up with it. Time runs out. Barren County wins it 76-51 over Metcalfe County tonight. Trojanettes go to 23-6 on the year. Metcalfe County drops to 10-13 on the season as Barren County outscored Metcalfe County in the second half 40-16.
Wow. It's a different team when the three ball's not going down for Metcalfe.
We'll have our coaches' comments brought to you by McDonald's. And stay tuned for a post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm and made for yours. Again, 76-51 the final score. Coach Piper Lindsay moves in now for coaches' comments. Coach, we kind of struggled the first half as they were knocking down threes. It's almost they live and die by the three-point shot. They'd hit 12 against Glasgow in that one-point win. And tonight they were trying to do the same thing, but you made some adjustments at halftime. And you outscored them 40-16 the second half.
Wow. Yeah, I told them in pregame, they live and die from the three. Our first thing on the board was they shoot a lot of threes, and they were pulling from deep, and our hands were down, and they were hitting, and we weren't. We missed a lot of shots that we typically make, and then forcing it a little bit. And like you said, I thought we battled back in the second quarter to go ahead, which was very good for us. And then, like you said, the third quarter, we made sure that we pressured them a little bit because we knew that they really didn't want it out on the perimeter, and that helped us out.
Yeah, they hit 11 threes tonight. Still hit 11 threes in the ball game.
Wow, that's pretty good, and we put up 76 or whatever. That's pretty solid as far as us scoring that much and holding them to 51 after scoring 11 threes. But like I said, I'm sure most of those came in the first half, it seemed like, and then I know they hit three straight in the fourth quarter too as they were battling back. But again, it's just being disciplined and locating who you're guarding, and that's one thing that we said, do these little things right now. That's why I was so frustrated in the first half. We've talked and now it's just about doing, and we just have got to fix these little things from the get-go.
Well, you scored when you were down 33-21. You outscored them 55-18 the rest of the way. So 37-point turnaround.
That just a credit to the girls and staying in the fight. And like I said, they could have folded. I know I've said that before, but we could have just let it happen and not play defense and not rebound and let them shoot threes all night. But we didn't. We came back. We responded well. I feel like after we called a timeout, or actually had that quarter break, and then did a much better job.
We go to 23-6. You got one more regular season game to go. It's on the road at Clinton County, who we always close out with. As long as I can remember, we always closed out with Clinton County on a Thursday night to give you an extra night to get ready for the district tournament. But this is a team that's a young team. They've only won 4 ball games this year, but they always play hard at their place.
I was going to say they gave us a scare, I know, 2 years ago over there. Yep. Again, we're just going to focus on us is the main thing from here on out, and what can we do to give us the best chance of going as far as we can. And like I said, talk about taking care of the basketball and rebounding. Those little things are one thing that we're going to have to continue to focus on.
Right. Coach, congratulations to you.
All right, Jay, thank you.
Piper Lindsay and the Trojanettes, they win tonight 76-51 over Metcalfe County to go to 23-6 on the year. Metcalfe County drops to 10-13. And we'll come back with our post-game report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven on our farm and made for yours. And always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Courtside, Barren County High School. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush on stats, and Todd Belcher in our Nash Icon studios on controls. Trojanettes trailed at the end of the first quarter, 22-13. They came back in the second quarter and outscored the Lady Hornets 23-13 on the desperation shot by Elizabeth Bertram right before the buzzer to go up 36-35 at the half. And then Barren County 15-4 run in the third quarter to lead 51-39 after 3, and 25-12 in the fourth quarter. Barren County wins it 76-51 tonight, a 25-point win for Coach Piper Lindsay. The Lady Hornets had 17 field goals tonight, and 11 of those 17 were three-point shots. They made 7 in the first half and 4 in the fourth quarter. They were 6 for 6 from the foul line, and Braylon Davis, who had 16 points in the first half, knocked down 4 threes, went scoreless in the second half. So she still finishes the leading scorer with 16 tonight. Marissa Fields had 12, and she hit 4 three-point shots. 8 points for J.C. Harper. Macy Welch scored 8. She had a couple of three-point shots. And Anna Grace Bly had 7. She also hit a three-pointer for the Lady Hornets. Barren County Trojanettes, a total of 24 field goals tonight. 9 of those were three-point shots. Barren County 11-14 from the charity stripe. Elizabeth Bertram had 25 tonight to lead the Trojanettes in scoring. She had 3 threes, along with 4 two-point baskets, and she went to the line 10 times, connecting on 8 of those, so finishing with 25 tonight for Elizabeth Bertram. Raven Ennis with 13 tonight. She had 6 baskets, one of those a three-point shot. She scored 9 of those, 13 in the second half. 10 first-half points for Katie Murphy. She had a couple of threes and 2 twos, did not score in the second half. Carly Delk had 8, 3 baskets, 2 for 2 at the line. Eve Jackson also with 8 points tonight. She knocked out a couple of three-point shots and a 2-point basket. Macy Lockhart had 6 points tonight for the Trojanettes. She had a basket in the first quarter, scored 2 more in the third, so she finishes with 6 points tonight. 3-pointer for Addison London and a 2-point basket for Liberty Rice. We're still working on the stats. There were a lot of shots taken tonight.
Yeah, a ton of shots by both teams. It had the pace of up and down boys game for a lot of it, just back and forth. There was no shortage of shots. Trojanettes, I've got them overall 24 of 64, 37%. 9 of those 24 were threes, 9 of 23 for 39. So overall, after we struggled a little bit in the first half, we actually didn't shoot too bad for the game. Metcalfe County, 11 of their field goals were threes, 11 out of 17. They were 17 of 50 for 34%. Definitely cooled off there in the second half. 11 of 29 overall from 3. We out-rebounded them 38-27. That was just a 2-point gap at halftime. We just out-rebounded them. Actually, they had out-rebounded us 21-19 at half, and we completely flipped that around. Out-rebounded them 38-27. They turned it over 18 times. We just turned it over 6. So this is definitely a tale of 2 halves. What we can play is either or. Sometimes you've seen us play both. You know, you think about the Warren East game. I had the Warren East game in my head the whole time we were playing like that in the first half. So we're capable of doing that if our shots don't go down, but we have to find ways to battle out of those holes, and we did that in the second half, so that's a good win over a good young team from Metcalfe County that I expect big things out of in TJ's years ahead.
They're only going to get better, I think.
Yes.
76-51, the final score. Trojanettes over the Lady Hornets tonight. When we come back, we'll get set for pregame coverage of our second game tonight. The Trojans and the Hornets when we return. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back here for pregame coverage of the Trojans and the Hornets, brought to you by Zaxby's with a new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or boneless wings meal. Metcalfe County comes in 14-13 under third-year head coach Brandon Brockman. Over the past week, they lost to Glasgow by 22, 71-49. Lost to Allen County Scottsville Thursday night in double overtime, 89-78. They beat Russellville on Saturday night by a score of 87-78. Boston DeVore and Peyton Dial had 24 points apiece for the Hornets. Wyatt Bly had 19 in that game. They shot 62% from the field against Russellville on Saturday night. I think that's right. No, they actually had 6 threes. I was looking at the wrong writing there. But they did shoot almost 60%. It was 54.2 to be exact from the field. How about 59.2? I can't even read my own writing there, Robert. 29-49 from the field. They hit 15 out of 25 three-point shots against Russellville on Saturday. 14 of 21 at the foul line. And they're rated 14th in the region this week in the Cantrell ratings. And they do return a couple of players and average in double figures. Boston DeVore and Peyton Dial. Have a few close losses this year. That 14-13 record. Lost to Cumberland by 3 in overtime. Lost to Clinton by 4 and by 6. All those district games. And by the way, Metcalfe will play Clinton in the first round of the district tournament at Russell County next week. They lost to Russell County by 3. Butler County by 2, Monroe by 5 in overtime, and of course that double overtime loss to Allen County Scottsville. So you look at all the district games they played in, Robert. 3-point loss to Cumberland, 4-point loss, 6-point loss to Clinton, and a 3-point loss to Russell.
It's really hard to believe that they're the 4 seed in that district after the run they went on, winning the All-A region and winning a game up there at Eastern Kentucky. So, but after that, they just kind of fallen off a cliff. They really, I think, peaked at that time, maybe is the right word to say. And then after that, sometimes you get so hyped for a program-changing win and an All-A when you're so excited about that, and then you have to come right back and play. You lost on the 24th of January, and you have to come right back and play Monroe County on the 27th. So you don't have a whole lot of time to shift gears and think, but they haven't done it very well. Losing the majority of their last 6 games, last 7 games, they've only won 1. So this is a team that obviously has put it together a few times this year, been close to putting it together a lot more. And a team, if they're shooting the ball, kind of like the girls, they're a really dangerous team. But otherwise, if they're not, we should be able to take care of business.
They've hit almost 200 threes this year, 199 to be exact, shooting 36% from behind the arc, 43% at the foul line. They average 63.6 points a game. They give up 64.8. They shoot almost 65% from the foul line, 25.5 rebounds a game. And Barren County's won 7 straight over the Hornets, going back to 2011 when Tim McMurtry took Metcalfe County to the regional tournament, and their last winning season was 2011 under Tim McMurtry. They were the 16th district runners-up last year, and the year that Tim McMurtry took them to the region. Also, it's been 35 years since Tim McMurtry took a Metcalfe County team to the Sweet 16, and the last 16th district team to make it to the state tournament. And of course, the Trojans are the last 15th district team to make it to Rupp Arena. 15th district teams, Metcalfe County has beaten Monroe by 4 and by 13. Also, they lost to the Falcons by 5 in overtime. Lost to Glasgow by 22 and Allen by 11 in double overtime. Trojans come in 19-8, ranked 4th in the region this week. And in one poll, they are a 21-point favorite. In the RPI poll, they're only favored by 9 tonight. But defeated Cumberland County on the road Friday night, 93-61. Hit 35 field goals, 15 threes out of 24 attempts, 62.5%. Took 71 shots in the game against the Panthers. Jacob Shaw had 28, including 5 three-pointers. Will Bandy had 22. He had 5 threes. Aiden Niken added 16 in that game against the Panthers in that 32-point victory. And Trojans are averaging 66 points a game, 53.6 their opponents, 45.6 from the foul line, 34.8 from behind the arc, hit 144 threes, 67.4% from the foul line, and 33 rebounds a game. We're going to come back, take a look at the starting lineups after this break. Trojans and Metcalfe County here on the final regular season home game. And you're following Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Starting lineups are brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Brandon Brockman, third year, as assistant coaches John Allen and Matt Reed. They'll start Boston DeVore, 6'2 junior, averaging 19 points and 5.5 rebounds. Peyton Dial, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 15.3 points and 4 rebounds. Wyatt Fields, 6'6 senior, 8.4 points, 5.5 rebounds. Braxton Davis, a 5'10 senior, 7.3 points, 4 rebounds. And Wyatt Ray Bly, 6' sophomore, averages 6. Coach Warren Cunningham in his 12th season, named the KABC 4th Region Coach of the Year, and his assistant coaches Lee Johnson, Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, and Austin Burge. Jacob Shaw, 6'1", 183 senior, averages 10. Gavin Withrow, 5'8", 150 junior, 5.7 a game. Will Bandy, 6'6", 212 a senior, 13.6 rebounds. Aiden Eichen, 6'5", 204 sophomore, 16.8 points, 7 rebounds. And Tyler Bush, 6', 183 senior, 4 points and 4.5 rebounds. Back with the tip-off after this break. This is Barren County basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. on 103.7 WHHT FM. Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com and on BCHS Live. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush on stats, Todd Belcher in the studios on controls. Metcalfe County maroon uniforms, Metcalfe across the front of their jerseys in white, with the numbers in white, and MC on the front of their shorts. Barren County white uniforms, burgundy and gold, letters and numbers. Trojan head on the shorts, Barren County across the front of their jerseys. And the student section tonight, Robert.
Give me a guess.
Are we ready for spring break?
Maybe spring break, country club, I don't know. Something like that, but hey, you know what? I mean, spring break's right around the corner.
That's right.
We'll be in March before you know it, and it's like we always say, it's hard to believe this is the last time we'll all be together in Trojan Gym. This basketball season,
absolutely,
doesn't seem anywhere near.
Nope. On the road Thursday night at Clinton County, and then Monday night, 15th District basketball action. Allen County, Scottsville, Trojans and Trojanettes taking on Monroe County. We'll have all the tournament coverage here on Nash Icon, including the 4th region as well, each and every tournament game from Diddle Arena. Aiden Knight in the jump circle for Barren. And for Metcalfe County, it's Wyatt Fields. Scott Daniels will toss it up. And here we go. And caught it on the way down, tapped it, and Barren County controls it. As Shaw will set it up, he gives it to Withrow. Withrow working out front, gives it to Bandy. He's being defended out there by DeVore. Now Shaw with it, long range left. They go down low in there to Bush. Posted, spin move, shot goes up, no good. And Niken tried to follow it up, rebound to Metcalfe County. Here's Dino with the basketball, a little hesitation move. Goes against Withrow. He'll hand it off in there to DeVore. Ball gets loose. Shaw picks it up, gives to Niken. He'll take it to the basket, and he'll lay it in.
Faked right, cut back left, and finished with his left hand.
So Barren County gets the first lead of the basketball game. Peyton Dial will work against Gavin Withrow. Gets rid of the basketball. Now to Bly. Bly sends it over to Fields on the right side. Now gives it to Dial. Guarded by Withrow. Goes down low. Shot blocked from behind the Bandy and out of bounds. They tried to make the cut there to Braxton Davis. Davis now sends it to the baseline. Shot by DeVore is good. Tied at 2. Here's a pass to Bandy, and going to be off his hand and out of bounds. He was guarded there by Dial.
Put him in a bad position there, far deep corner, and they were able to come trap and apply a little pressure and couldn't hang on to it.
There's Braxton Davis to bring it up for Metcalfe County. He's guarded by Tyler Bush. Davis, left side over to Fields, guarded by Bandy. He'll get rid of the basketball now to Bly. Goes right side corner to DeVore. DeVore sends it back over to Bly. 3 ball in the air is coming off the rim. Not giving the rebound. Off to the races. Has to slow it down. And he got bumped there. No call. Here's Bandy with a 3. Swish! Right where you left off at Cumberland County on Friday night.
Well, it's been hot ever since his senior night here the other night.
People's Bank 3 for Will Bandy. Makes it a 5-2 Barren County lead. They're working around the perimeter to the right. It's Peyton Dial with it. Dial trying to backtrack into Withrow. Forces up the shot. He shot it over the rim, and Bush has it for the Trojans. Brings it down the floor. Strong to the bucket. Dishes it off in the left corner. And it comes to Bandy from 18. It's short. He may have got fouled. They kick it back out. Shaw for a 3. It's off the mark. Follow up. No good for Bandy. Fighting for his own rebound. Puts it back in.
Bandy flying through the air. Couldn't get it to go over the front of the rim, but stood right with it.
So the Hornets take a timeout. It's 7-2 Barren County. The People's Bank timeout. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Metcalfe County will play Clinton County in the 16th District Tournament next week in Russell County. They've lost to the Bulldogs twice by 4 and by 6. They beat Clinton by 2 in the All-A tournament. Of course, they won the All-A tournament and actually won a game at the state against Louisville Holy Cross by 1 point, then lost to Murray in the second round. but haven't played so well since then.
Well, they got beat by Cumberland the other night by 28.
Yeah, I mean, go figure. I mean, Cumberland County by 28.
You think that spread? We beat them by 32. They got beat by 28. That's a 60-point spread.
Really? Metcalfe County with the basketball. Left elbows Fields. He gives it off to DeVore. Works under. Puts up the shot. It won't go. Rebound inside there. And it goes back up and in. I couldn't see who got it. Referee was in my way there. Is that DeVore? DeVore. So DeVore has both baskets for Metcalfe County. It's 7-4. Working around to the right side is Withrow. Giving it out to Shaw. Shaw on the perimeter out there. Guarded by Bly. He'll go right side with it to Withrow. Dumps it down low to Bush. Bush in trouble, double team, has to dribble out of it, gives it to Niken. Niken making his way and puts up the shot. It's no good. Rebound to Fields for Metcalfe. Peyton Dial over to DeVore. Goes into Fields, right of the lane. Here's a shot going up, no good. Ball batted out, grabbed by Fields. Gives it back out top for a three. It's no good. Another offensive board for DeVore. And now Davis, who missed the three-point attempt there a second ago, sends it right side over to Dial. Now Dial out to Fields, swings it back to the left side. It comes to Davis. Davis over to DeVore, a little head fake. Free throw line, backs up, gives it over to Fields in the right wing. Now here is Dial curling into the lane. His jump shot in the lane, short. Fields with a rebound whistle. Somebody pushed off.
That was easy call. That was two hands to the back of Bandy there by Fields.
So that'll be his first foul of the basketball game. 4:19 to play in the first period. Barren County leads it 7-4 over Metcalfe County.
See if we get a little isolation play here for Aiden.
And here's Shaw looking. Bounce pass off to Niken. Works against Fields. Puts it up and in.
Like the one-on-one move there against Fields after he picked up the foul, trying to get a second one on him real quick, but didn't happen. Got the bucket.
9-4. Davis works against Tyler Bush out front. He'll send it over the left side to Bly. Bly now gets rid of it to Fields, left of the lane. Hands it off in there to DeVore. And puts it up. It's blocked. Ball's loose and picked up by Bush. Bush coming out there with it for the Trojans. Down the lane. He'll put it up and in.
Didn't respect his offensive ability. He's shown he can put buckets on the board lately.
Now Barren County out to an 11-4 lead. 3:35 to play in the first. As Dial gets it across the midcourt stripe. Dial picks up his dribble. Goes left side with it. Over to Davis. He'll send it right side to Bly. Bly against Shaw. Wants to drive against him. Puts it up on the run. It's no good, but a foul call. Jacob Shaw, his first on the Trojans. And that's going to send Bly to the free throw line. He's only a 53.6% foul shooter. And Coach Brandon Brockman is going to send in a couple of players here for Metcalfe after this first shot from Wyatt Bly. First one is up. It's good. In for Metcalfe County, number 20, Sawyer Edmonds, a 6'2 junior. And number 30, Jax Allen, a 6'1 sophomore. Here's the shot on the way for Bly, and it's going to come off the rim. Snagging down the rebound is Bandy. Here's a shot on the run by Shaw, no good. Rebound by Allen for Metcalfe. Long pass is out of bounds underneath the bucket. Turnover by Metcalfe.
Metcalfe's trying to play at the same pace that we are playing at, and it's just not working out very well for him.
Jacob Shaw with it for the Trojans. Crosses the midcourt line, being defended out there by Bly. Bounce pass goes to Niken. Niken, fadeaway shot, no good. On the right baseline, rebound to Bly for Metcalfe, pushing it down the floor. Goes left to the lane, throws up the shot, it's no good. Bandy with a rebound off to Shaw. Shaw, left side with throw. Gives it to Bandy. Three if it goes. No, it's off the front of the rim. Rebound to Bly for Metcalfe. It's right on target, just a little short. Ball's loose on the floor, in the lane. Coming up with it, Shaw fighting for it on the floor, and they're going to call timeout before the jump ball.
Metcalfe must have very slightly had a singular possession to get that timeout.
So the People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County 11, Metcalfe County 5. Looking at the rankings this week in the boys' side of the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll, Warren Central, Bowling Green, Logan County, Barren County, and Greenwood, the top 5. Second 5, Clinton, South Warren, Glasgow, Allen County, Scottsville, and Franklin Simpson. And in the Cantrell ratings, Election Herald leader, Warren Central number 1, ranked 11th in the state. Logan County moved to number 2 for the first time this season. Bowling Green 3, Barren 4, Greenwood 5.
It's just, I think it's all pretty even, like we talked about. About 1 through 6, 5.
In a given night, I think any of those 5 could win it. Ball skipped off the hands. Cody Lane comes up with a basketball for the Trojans. Just checked in. And also Ryan Shirley in the game for Coach Warren Cunningham. Here's Bush with it on the right side with 2:15 left in the quarter. Withrow now playing the point. Top of the key. Bounces in the left elbow to Bush. Now Bush dribbles out. Now heads to the basket, but gets cut off. Lane to the right corner. Out to Withrow. He'll swing it over to Bush. Bush trying to make a move into the paint. He may have got away with a walk. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Fighting for his own rebound. They're going to call him with a foul.
Tried to bulldoze his way to the basketball. You can't really push people out of the way to go get it. But I do like the energy. And I like the subs. Warren was not happy with a couple of guys' energy. So our deep bench gives us a huge advantage. We can bring some energy guys off the bench to try to replace them and keep that energy and momentum going we started with.
Mason Griggs, a 6-foot sophomore in the ball game. So only starter now. Well, let's see. Bush is still in. Bandy's also in the court. Metcalfe County basketball. Davis will bring it up. Yeah, Davis sends it over to Fields on the right side. Back to Davis. Davis working around out there. Feeds it down low. Got a whistle and a foul.
Hole. We'll see who they call it on. Yeah.
Tyler Bush will commit his second.
That's 2 quick ones
the
on
team's
Tyler.
third. .137 left to play here in the first quarter. Metcalfe County's basketball. DeVore gets it out to Fields. He'll send it to Dial. Out to Davis now. Davis on the dribble. Getting some pressure from Griggs. Backing it almost to midcourt. And getting close to a 5-second count. Gives it to the right side now to Dial. Dial against Cody Lane. Gets rid of the basketball to Davis. Sends it off the left side. And it is Allen. Throwing it back out to DeVore. He's guarded by Niken. Right side it goes to Davis. 1:10 left in the quarter. Davis into the key. Spin move. Goes up with a shot. It is no good. Rebounded there by Niken. Trojans want to run. Niken feeds it off to Lane. Layup is no good. Follow-up Bandy no good. Got his own rebound. Puts it back in.
Bandy's just collecting rebounds to get closer to that double-double. He's throwing it off the front of the rim. It goes right back to him.
13-5 Trojans. 48 seconds to play in the first quarter. Davis with the basketball, goes to Dial, guarded closely by Lane. Behind the back dribble, goes left to the lane, fakes and moves. They now trying to dish it back out. It's knocked away, stolen. Here comes Niken. Niken, he's going to jam it! .15-5 Trojans. In the left corner, DeVore for 3. Rattle out of there. Trojans with a rebound up court. Here's Niken again. Jams it again!
Yeah. He almost got the technical foul the time before. He smacked his feet on the back of the backboard on the first jam. He did have a little momentum going, and the referees let it go, said it was just momentum. That time, he kind of did an extra little pull-up.
Yeah.
So and that's what Warren just said. 2 great plays, obviously athletic, throwing the ball ahead. You can get away with it once, but you can't get away with it 2 times in a row. It's a correct call. We don't like it in the gym, but it's right.
DeVore gets the first of the 2 technical free throws. Second one on the way is good. So Metcalfe will have the basketball. 15.2 to go here in the quarter. And Davis tosses it out to Dial. He'll give it to Bly. Bly trying to make a move on Shaw. Hands it back to DeVore, coming to the left side. Back out it comes to Bly. Bly trying to work it, drives the basket, puts it up and in. 17-9, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Barren on top after 1. We'll be back with the second quarter after this break. This is Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. (17-9), Barren. Metcalfe County's basketball to start the second. Trojans 17, Hornets 9. Davis goes right side with it over to Dial. Covered up there by Cody Lane. Dial on the move to the right. Now reverses back out. He'll give it out to Davis. Guarded by Mason Griggs. Now Davis on the move. Drives the basket. Had it stripped loose by Cody Lane, out of bounds. Stays with Metcalfe. Second quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. And Davis will toss it in right side of the bucket. Comes in the corner. Here's Dial curling into the lane. Whether Bly gives it off the left corner. Davis feeds it into Fields against Ryan Shirley. Spin move up with a little hook shot. Good.
Good defense, but able to drop it over. Hornets just shot 3 of 12 in that first quarter. A lot of good defense by the Trojans.
17-12 or 11. Barren County by 6. Down low. Niken breaks free. Puts it up. Oh, that should have been goaltending right there. Or a foul or something.
Yeah.
And here's Davis into the front court. Right side corner goes to DeVore. He'll fire it for 3. It's off the mark. Long rebound. Comes off to Metcalfe County. Dial brings it back down. He'll give it to Davis. Now Davis comes to the near side of the floor. Starts his move on Griggs. Crossover dribble right to the free throw line. Throws it back out now to Dial. Dial into the circle. And a whistle. Got to get a foul. Foul on Barren County's Cody Lane. His first, team's fourth. Actually, 15 foul. Count that technical. Metcalfe basketball. DeBoer pushes it up, misses the shot. Rebound claimed in there by Bandy. He'll give it off to Shaw. Shaw, crossover dribble out to Niken. Niken, jump shot. Right left elbow, shot no good. Battle for the rebound, Cody Lane. Back out to Shaw. Long distance 3. Good!
Credit assist there to Cody Lane. Ripped it away so Shaw could have another look at it.
People's Bank 3 for Shaw. Here's a left-handed shot of the run. No good. Tapped up in the air. Pulled down by Shaw. Barren County back the other way. Leading 20-11. Bandy. Long range 3. Right wing. Good!
A step behind the line. Maybe 2 steps. No fear. He's draining them right now.
23-11. That's the third People's Bank 3.5 for Barren County. Bly gives it out now to Davis. Back over it goes to Bly on the right wing. Coming out to get it, DeVore. And now Davis with it on the left side. Comes out to Fields. Fields wants to drive it down the lane. And we got a whistle and a foul. Foul on Will Bandy, his first. That's Barron's 6th of the half. And that will send Wyatt Fields to the free throw line. Looking at his stats, he only shoots 37.8% from the charity stripe. They are 3 of 4 here. First quarter, first shot is missed by Fields. Tay Pointer in the ball game, 6-foot sophomore. And also coming back in now, Gavin Withrow for the Trojans. 23-11 Barren. And the second shot on the way, it's good for Field. 23-12. And Gavin Withrow is going to bring it up for the Trojans. Going to move Shaw to the 2-guard spot. High pass to the high post to Niken, out to Shaw. Shaw trying to get a screen there, hooks it back to Niken. Niken pulls up with the 15-footer that's off the mark. Ball tips out to the corner and saved by Withrow. Back out to Bandy. Bandy fires it down in there to Pointer. He'll put it up and in.
Good look. We had Bandy initially posted. We didn't see him, but Bandy ends up with it and gets the assist instead of the bucket.
25-12. Left side it comes to Bly. Bly feeds it in there to DeVore. Left of the lane, shot over Niken. No good. Crashing the board. Gavin Withrow for the Trojans. Stops and bounces it off to Niken. Breaks the basket. He tried to dunk it. The ball pops out, and Metcalfe back the other way. And here's a collision. That should be an offensive foul.
Good job by
Pointer. Took the charge. The offensive foul on Metcalfe County's Braxton Davis. His first, team second.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'd put Aiden on dunk restriction. Here's why.
Yeah.
He almost did a chin-up on that one. And if he gets another technical, he's out.
Yeah.
And he's not out for this game. He's out for 3 more. You know where that puts you?
You're out for the district tournament.
That's right.
Here's Niken. Feeds it back to Withrow, and he lays it in. Nice give and go. Niken gets the Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assist. Here's a 3 by DeVore, and it's no good. And Pointer had it for a moment, lost it. And then chasing it down was Withrow. It's out of bounds. Last touch by a Hornet. And so Barren will have it, leading 27-12. Full timeout with the Hornets. 4:26 to play here in the first half. Barren County 27. Metcalfe County 12. We'll take a People's Bank timeout. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight over Metcalfe County's Lady Hornets, 76-51, the final score. We'll be on the road Thursday night in Albany for the last regular season game. 6 o'clock for the girls, followed by the boys. Be on there at 5:40 Thursday. Then we'll head to Allen County, Scottsville Monday night. It'll be a girl-boy doubleheader. First time that I can ever remember a girl-boy doubleheader on the same night. But teams playing each other, Barren County and Monroe County on Monday, and then Glasgow and Allen County, Scottsville on Tuesday.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of like it, and I'm sure there's a lot in Trojan Nation, and to be honest with you, I think there are a lot of 15th District fans that just would probably go one night to see both teams when they wouldn't go both nights. Right. So I think you actually, you say, well, you spread it out more, you get more attendance, but I think you actually get more in those one nights knowing they can see both teams play.
And it's better managed, too, with just two teams instead of 4 in one night.
I like it.
Withrow, right side, dumps it in there to Niken. Niken flips it behind his shoulder, tipped away out of bounds, intended for Shaw, breaking to the basket.
Wasn't really there, tried to force it.
Now the corner, Pointer for 3. No. Rebound to Metcalfe County. Ahead up to DeVore. He'll lay it up and in.
Not sure how he got behind us there, but we did have a guard rotate back.
27-14. Bandy spinning. Jumper 10-footer. Rims off. Rebounded Dial for Metcalfe. Here's a shot by DeVore. No good. Rebounded Bandy for the Trojans. Gives to Withrow. Withrow angles off right. Here's Tay Pointer. Right wing 3. No good.
Both have been long.
Rebound to Bly. He'll give it to Davis. So Davis will set it up for Metcalfe County. 3.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. As they work it out, slapped away by Withrow. Then stolen back by Bly. A double dribble. And here's a shot on the left wing. 3, no good. Rebound to Withrow. Foul.
Not much of a foul, but Aiden pushed, or not Aiden, but Gavin pushed off a little bit.
That'll be his first, Barren County 7th of the half. And it'll be 1-1 for DeVore. DeVore is a 76% foul shooter on the year. I think they're looking at the wrong player, though. Was he the one that got fouled?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I'd have to go back and watch.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and watch.
It was Sawyer Edmonds, the player that got fouled. And you look at his stats, he shoots 52% compared to DeVore's 76.
It's a good switch, isn't it?
Yeah. Edmonds puts it in the air. It's good.
It might work.
Get the bonus. Makes it 27-15. And Edmonds back at the line. Bonus try on the way, and it goes down.
Hey, credit to the officials. They did a good job. That was the right guy. We fouled 20, and they got him to the line.
27-16, Barren County. 3:15 to play before the break. Shaw with the basketball. Bounces left off to Withrow. And now Withrow getting some pressure out there. They're trying to set the screen for him. Right side it goes to Shaw. They dump it down to Caleb Hester. They've got away with the walk. Pass is deflected, trying to throw it over the top. And here come the Hornets. Bly throws it out to Dial. Long three, no good. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. Back to the Hornets. Mason Griggs and Cody Lane will return to the Trojan lineup with 2:50 to play here in the first half.
Can't really find that second guard right now, that guard off the bench that's getting in the game and finding a groove.
Dial for three. Got it.
And then Griggs comes right back off the bench for one of them and misses a defensive assignment, and they knock down a three. So we're really struggling from the bench right now, letting Metcalfe get back in the game. One of their big guns hit a three. You look at how many field goals they had coming in. They really have not had great offensive output either quarter. Just 3 field goals in the first quarter and 3 in the second. And then you give them a chance by giving them a wide open three there when they have been struggling to find shots.
Barren led 27-12 and been outscored 7-0 here the last couple of minutes of this second period. It's 27-19. Barren County's basketball. Griggs, Shaw, Bandy, Lane, and Niken on the court for the Trojans right now. Lane throws it back over to Bandy. He'll pull the trigger. It is in and out for three. Ball comes off to Dial for Metcalfe County. Sends it down the right corner to Bly. He'll fire away, and it is no good. In and out. Rebound to Cody Lane for the Trojans. Pushing it down the floor. Stops now. Sends it over to Shaw. Gets it in there to Niken. Niken. Oh, nice pass to Bandy. Missed the shot, and he gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
I told you, he's just trying to add those rebounds up tonight.
Well, he's got 12 points here in the first half, too. It's 29-19. Bly out to Davis. Davis guarded closely by Griggs. Right side it goes to Dial. Dial guarded by Cody Lane. Stripped it away from him. Loose ball down to the floor and a foul.
They're going to call it on Cody's second effort there, going to the basketball, just using the off arm to push off.
That's his second, team's 8th.
We'll make the Bandy. Bandy's got 3 twos, and I know every one of those twos, he's missed the first one and got the second putback.
First one by Dial, good. He'll get the bonus. Coming in from Metcalfe County now, number 24. That is Jacob Merle, a 6-foot junior. 29-20, Barren. Minute 54 left in the half. Free throws good for Dial. 29-21. Barren County with the basketball. Jacob Shaw will bring it in the front court against Merle. Right side, it goes to Griggs. Griggs picks up his dribble, dumps it in there to Niken. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Rebound comes off to Dial from Metcalfe. Down the right side of the floor. In trouble now, and a whistle. Ooh, another foul. Cody Lane. That's 3. 9 on the Trojans here in the first half. Oh, they put it on Shaw. Had the number switched. That's 2 on Jacob Shaw. He'll have to come out. Gavin Withrow back in the game. And Peyton Dial at the line. His shot is on the way. It's good. Makes it 29-22.
It is on 12. It's not 21.
And the shot goes up. He got that one. So it was on Lane then.
Yeah.
29-23. Barren had a 15-point lead. Now it's down to 6. Driving to the basket, Mason Griggs puts it in.
Good quick take.
31-23, a minute 20 to play here in the first half. Davis with the basketball against Mason Griggs. Sends it right side over to Dial. Guarded by Cody Lane. And now trying to force up the shot. Jump ball. Cody Lane got a hand on it. And that's probably a good thing they didn't call a foul. That would have been his 4th.
That's right. Couldn't get him out of there quick enough.
Jacob Shaw brings it in front court. Stops, gives to Niken to the left side. Niken heads into the lane. A bad pass. Saved in bounds. Knocked around. Bandy's got it. Goes under. Puts it in. 33-23. Back up to 10 for the Trojans. Largest has been 15 in the first half with 48 seconds to go before the break. Metcalfe County. Davis sends it right side to Dial. Halfway to the corner. Dial looking for Fields. Now he curls, spins. Gets cut off in there by Shaw. Now Merle, left baseline. His shot won't go. Bandy with another rebound. Down to 25 seconds to play in the first half. The Trojans will hold it for 1.
That's Bandy's 10th of the half.
To go along with 14 points.
Pretty good half, huh?
Yeah. Down to 12 seconds. Here's Withrow. Getting pressure from Merle. Cuts back right, and he falls down. Ball gets loose. 3 seconds, 2. DeVore fires it underneath the Fields. He missed the shot at the buzzer at point-blank range. That'll do it for the first half. It's Barren County 33. Metcalfe County 23. We'll come back with our halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill after this break. Always remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is Barren County High Basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back at halftime, the Trojans 33, Metcalfe County 23. This is the Colton Steakhouse and Grill halftime report. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. You're following the Trojans tonight on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow, online at 104thescore.com, and also on BCHS Live. Trojans led 17-9 at the end of the first quarter, win as much as 15, as they had a 27-12 lead at one time before Metcalfe made another run. Right now the lead's at 10. Barren outscoring the Hornets 16-14 in the second period of play. Metcalfe County with just 6 field goals in the first half. One of those a three-point shot. The only thing keeping them in the game is free throws, and they're 10 of 12 from the line in the first half. Boston DeVore leading the scoring with 8 points. 7 for Peyton Dial. He scored all those in the second period. A three-pointer and 4 of 4 from the foul line. 3 for Wyatt Fields. Wyatt Bly has 3, and 2 points for Sawyer Edmonds. Braxton Davis started the ball game, has failed to score. Jax Allen, along with Jacob Merle, saw action but did not score in the first half. Trojans, 15 field goals in the first half. 3 of those were three-point shots. Did not go to the free throw line in the entire first half. Will Bandy with 14 points. Had a couple of threes, 4 two-point baskets. 8 points for Aiden Niken. All those coming in the first period. A couple of dunks. Three-pointer for Jacob Shaw, 2 for Gavin Withrow, Tyler Bush and Mason Griggs and Tate Pointer all with 2 points apiece in the first half. Caleb Hester, Cody Lane, and Rob Shirley saw some minutes but did not score. How are we on stats?
All right. 15 overall made field goals for the Trojans out of 35 attempts, so 15 of 35 for the Trojans in the first half, 39%, 3 of 8 from 3. I thought we did a good job balancing out our three-point shooting, trying to look inside and take advantage of the matchups that Metcalfe was giving us. Metcalfe just 6 field goals on 27 attempts. They were 27 for 22%. 1 lone three-pointer by Peyton Dow out of their 9 attempts. We out-rebounded them 17 to 12. 10 out of the Trojans' 17 rebounds by Will Bandy. Overall, I liked our intensity. I liked how we played there in the first half. I do not like a few defensive lapses that we had from guys coming off the bench that just didn't feel like they were in the game or paying attention or ready to get in there and play. And as soon as they popped off the bench, they gave up a defensive assignment, and we had to replace them very quickly. So, our deep bench can be obviously a blessing. I said that early in the game. Bring in some intensity guys, but it can also be a curse if those guys are not ready to play. They miss an assignment, and they give up some points to get the other team back in the game. So Warren's been frustrated a couple times tonight, but overall I think he's been pretty happy with his performance, holding Metcalfe to just 23 in the first half.
Yeah. Well, we talked about the girls' district tournament standings. Let's talk about the boys quickly before we go to break. Down to the 13th, you got Logan County, who's undefeated in district play. Will probably be playing Russellville. They're 0-6. And Franklin Simpson and Todd Central, the 2 and 3 seeds. Franklin Simpson finished District 4-2. Todd was 2-4. And of course, we've seen everybody play, but Russellville, in the 13th district. But Logan County, by far, is the favorite, I think, in the 13th.
They're head and shoulders above anybody that the way the ratings go. And you said they moved up to 2 in one of the polls this week, so I think they've got a chance to make some noise. We'll see how far that noise gets them.
At 14th, Warren Central got the number 1 seed, Bowling Green the 2, Greenwood the 3. So that means Bowling Green and Greenwood are going to have to play each other. And South Warren and Warren East the 4-5. The winner of that game plays Warren Central.
It all played out without coin flips or pill bottles or anything like that. And I think that Bowling Green Greenwood game could be one heck of a game. Greenwood's already beat them once, and they're itching to get back to that regional tournament for the first time since about 06-07 area in there.
16th, Clinton got the number 1 seed, 6-0. Metcalfe 0-6. And Russell and Cumberland going to play each other. I'm going to tell you, there's not a whole lot of difference the way some of these scores have turned out during the regular season.
Right.
Clinton might be a little bit of an edge, but I don't know. I wouldn't count anybody out.
You never see a 1-4 upset in football, but you see it a lot more in basketball. If there was going to be one, that would be one that you would look by records and say has no chance of playing out. But obviously we said when Metcalfe knew it was all on the line in that All-A, they went up and beat Clinton County. So they have an opportunity again to be able to advance to Dill Arena if they can knock off the 1 seed in Clinton.
Finally, 15th, Barren was the number 1 seed. Glasgow the 2, Allen the 3, Monroe the 4. Barren and Monroe going to play each other. Glasgow and Allen at Allen.
Yeah. I think we got the draw we wanted. We obviously have to play. That's right.
I'm telling you, Monroe's not a pushover. That's for sure.
You saw that in Tompkinsville.
Absolutely not. 2-point ball game in Tompkinsville, 10 here.
Yeah, lucky to win the game in Tompkinsville.
And Allen and Glasgow split. So I'm telling you, it's
be a lot of good games.
Should be fun.
We'll have a front row seat to a couple of them, but there'll be a lot of good ones in the region.
Looking forward to it. Starting Monday night at Allen County, Scottsville. Back to the second half of this one. Trojans 33, Hornets 23 on 103.7 Nash Icon. Third quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op as we get set for the second half. Trojans 33, Metcalfe County 23. Barren County going back with Tyler Bush, Jacob Shaw, Will Bandy, Aiden Niken, and Gavin Withrow. Metcalfe County will go back with Davis, Bly, Dial, Fields, and DeVore. It's Metcalfe County basketball as we start the second half. Ball comes out to Dial. He'll give it to Davis. Now Davis on the dribble. Looking right, gets a screen from DeVore. DeVore's got it, left wing. He'll pull the trigger for three. It's no good. Rebound to Jacob Shaw. Trojans had as much as a 15-point lead in the first half. It was 27-12. Right side is Shaw. Out top is Bandy. Left side Withrow. Sends it back over to Shaw. Right side it goes to Niken. Niken trying to make a move into the paint. Spins, turns back around, gives to Bandy for three. No, missed it badly. Rebound to Davis for Metcalfe County. Diagonal pass, long over to Bly. He'll fire for three. No good. And Bandy goes to the floor, but not sure what happened there. Shake it up a little bit. Trojans have it, though. Here's Niken down low. Makes a move into the paint, and he puts it in.
I think he got hit in the mouth. Yeah, that's right. Just a little stinger, if you will. Just kind of stuns you more than anything, and he's trying to get it back together there.
10 points for Niken. It's 35-23. As Ryan Shirley checks in for Will Bandy. Davis with the basketball on the left side for Metcalfe. Gets a screen from DeVore. He'll go right side with it to Dial. Dial against Withrow. Over to Bly on the right wing. That Bly trying to make a move. Crossover, jumper over Shaw is no good. Rebound yanked down by Ryan Shirley. Here's Shaw in the corner. Back to Shaw. 3, no good. Rebound to Metcalfe County. Here's Davis. Leaves it over there with DeVore. DeVore into the lane. Throws it up, and it comes up short. And then Wyatt Fields puts it up and in as 3 Trojans went down.
Just went down like bowling pins there, didn't we?
35-25 Withrow. Spin move. Splits up the shot. Oh, it came off. Halfway down to there. Metcalfe back the other way. Dial behind the back dribble. Goes to the free throw line. To left elbow. Gives it in there to Davis. Back out to Dial. Dial trying to make a move on Bush. He'll put it up and in. Now the lead's down to 8. 35-27. Withrow feeds it into Niken. Will pump fake. Puts it up and in over Wyatt Fields. But Fields going to fly by in there. 12 for Niken. 37-27. Trojans by 10. 5:36 to play. Third period. Left side is Bly. Gives it down to the corner. DeVore trying to go baseline. Cut off by Shirley. Back out it comes to Bly. Trying to make a move on Shaw. Hands it off in there, and then the ball got loose, but Davis there to get it. Gives it back to Bly. Thought about the 3. Now gives it back to Davis. Davis to the left elbow. Sends it over to Fields. Fields leaves it in the corner now, and now working with it is Bly. Turning, pivoting around. Oh, feeds it to Fields, and he puts it in.
That was nice. Nice catch and finish.
Back down to 8, 37-29. Just under 5 to play here in the third. Niken cut off. Whistle. Offensive foul.
Just ran right over Bly.
Will Bandy checking back into the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Aiden Niken. 4:53 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County 37, Metcalfe County 29. Coca-Cola scoreboard. Glasgow leads Cumberland County at halftime by 11, 33-22.
A little closer than you think.
Yep. Here's Davis with it on the right wing for Metcalfe. Ball skips off the hand, but chased down by Fields. He'll give it off to Bly for 3. It's short. Long rebound, chased down to the corner. Going to be out of bounds off of Davis, they say. Shaw went for it, but Davis touched it last.
Need a little energy infusion here. And about this time of the game, you'd put Cody Lane in, but he's already got 3 fouls, so can't really do that.
Yep. Withrow. Out to Shaw. Right side it goes to Bush. Gets a screen from Bandy. Feeds it back down in there to Bandy, and he puts it in.
Good look there.
Give the assist. The Edward Jones financial advisor, Jamie Harris, assist to Tyler Bush. 16 points for Bandy. 39-29. Trojans by 10. Here's DeVore. Oh, pushed off Shirley. Yeah, that's no doubt. He just threw out the forearm.
Did Ryan sell it well? He sure did. He did get hit, but he, as Metcalfe's coach there's Brockman's reenacting, he did a pretty good job.
Theatrical act there. Right?
Pretty good Ryan Shirley impression.
Yeah. 39-29, Trojans by 10. Bush with it out front. Looking for Shaw. Can't get it to him. Now he turns and goes down the lane. Shovel pass underneath to Ryan Shirley. Puts it up with the left hand. No good, but a foul. Foul is on 20. That is Sawyer Edmonds. His first, number 2 on the Hornets in the second half. Ryan Shirley, 68.5% foul shooter on the season, averaging 3 points a game. 6'1" sophomore at the line for 2 shots. 3:41 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County up by 10, 39-29. And some housekeeping duty. Well, it's like something sticky on the floor down there. All right, Ryan Shirley at the line. First of 2 for Shirley on the way, and no good. In for Metcalfe County, number 30, Jax Allen. Came in for Wyatt Fields. Shirley back over the stripe. His second free throw shot is good. 40-29. Barren County by 11. Davis with the basketball for Metcalfe. Angles off left, looks right, gets a screen there from Edmonds. Out to DeVore. DeVore now. Davis straight away with a three. No good. Rebound, Tyler Bush. Got around his defender, DeVore. Cuts back, throws it over the left side to Shaw. In the corner to Bandy. Bandy sends it back to Shaw, and around the perimeter goes to Withrow. Withrow working to the left side, reverses back right, looking for that back door. Oh, he threw a bad pass, but Shaw was there on the baseline. Made a balancing act to grab it. Bush here on the left side with it for the Trojans. Cuts into the paint, free throw line, over to Bandy. 18-footer left side, good.
Tyler's distributed the basketball really well tonight.
And Will Bandy with 18 points. Makes it 42-29. 13-point lead for the Trojans at 2:38 to play here in the third quarter. Davis with the basketball. Are going to have a foul. It's going to be on, is it on Shaw?
Jacob Shaw just pushed through a screen.
Yeah. It's a second foul on Jacob Shaw and the second foul on the Trojans here in the half. So it's Metcalfe County basketball. And here's DeVore going up the baseline. Has it blocked, but a foul. And who did they put it on? Cody Lane?
I think
Ryan Shirley.
Yeah.
Lane's back in the game, playing with 3 fouls. First foul on Shirley. 3 on the Trojans in the second half. With DeVore at the line, his shot is good. He's 3 for 3 from the stripe. And they are 11 of 13 from the foul line. Barren County is 1 of 2. Second shot is going to come off the rim. Bandy with a rebound. Jacob Shaw. Off in the corner lane. Takes it inside. Has a shot blocked. And going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow back to Barren. Wyatt Fields checking back in the Metcalfe County lineup for Sawyer Edmonds. Here's Bandy down low. Triple teamed in there. Throws up a one-hand shot, and it's good.
Moore tried to take a charge or was set up to take it, and he just shot it over top of him.
20 points now for Will Bandy. It's 44-30. Coming down to 2 minutes to play. DeVore for 3. No good. Crashing the board. Shot put up. No good. And coming out there with it is Shaw for Barren County up the right side of the floor. Gives to Bush. Bush trying to make a move to the baseline. Goes to the basket. Oh, he threw it away. He thought he was going to go, yeah,
sliding to the corner. He should have laid it in, right?
That's what I would have done.
He was so athletic, he had the beat to the rim over everybody that he was going against, but decided again, in unselfish form, to pass it up.
Aiden Eichen back in the lineup for the Trojans. And Dial returns for Metcalfe. As the ball comes into Davis. Davis will work now against Mason Griggs. Gets it across the timeline. Cuts back right. He'll give it off of the right wing. 3 for Dial. No good. Rebound Aiden Eichen for the Trojans. Eichen bounce pass off to Griggs. Goes in. Almost, I thought he was going to go for the shot there, but had it blocked and then caught by Shaw. Half to Bandy for 3. No, that's good. I thought that was going to come out of there.
Third one of the night.
Yeah,
he's got
3 of them.
He's got 14 in his last 3 games. 14 threes.
47-30. That's the largest lead of the night for Barren. Minute 7 to play. Third period. Dial curls around to the free throw line. Throws it off in the right corner. Up the baseline. Davis missed it short. And rebound Bandy. And we're going to get a foul called on Metcalfe County. It'll be on Wyatt Fields. 2 on Fields, 3 on Metcalfe here in the second half. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard, Glasgow boys 54, Cumberland County 28 now after 3 periods. They started pulling away. 55 seconds to play here at Trojan Gym in the third quarter. It's 47-30. Eichen gives it over to Bandy. 3 in the air. Bounces off the rim. And Lane with a rebound. Surrounded by 3 Hornets. And Coach Warren Cunningham calls a timeout. was kind of trapped underneath the basket there.
Yeah, there was no way out. He had 3 guys all the way around him. Warren had to bail him out. He was in the lane, so he only had 3 seconds instead of 5.
Trojans have scored 14 in this quarter to Metcalfe 7.
Trying to see any games around the region tonight.
Yeah, I was going to check if there's any other scores passed along there. Several on the schedule tonight. All the district doubleheaders are over, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a district tournament play starting Monday night. Allen County, Scottsville. Trojans and Trojanettes take on Monroe County. We'll have all the action here on 103.7 Nash Icon. Of course, we'll be at Clinton County on Thursday to close out the regular season. Comes in an Icon. Spin move. Oh, he got trapped between 2 players. Foul going to be called against the Hornets. 2 shots coming for Aiden Niken. 4th team foul on Metcalfe here in the second half. And the foul was on Bly, his first. Shot is good for Aiden Niken, who has improved on his free throw shooting. Up close to 60% now from the free throw line on the season. That's his 13th point tonight. 48-30. 40.6 to go. Tate Pointer in the ball game for Barren County. Here's Niken's free throw. It's coming out. Rebound to DeVore. DeVore off the right side. He'll give it to Merle, who's in the ball game now. That's Jacob Merle for Metcalfe County. And there's a pass thrown away. Ryan Shirley's got it for the Trojans. Slows it down. And he'll give it out front to Niken with 20 seconds to play. Going to hold it for 1 shot as Fields will come out and defend Aiden Niken. There's a foul. It'll be 3 on Wyatt Fields, 5 on the Hornets in the second half. Barren County's basketball as Metcalfe will bring in Sawyer Edmonds to replace Wyatt Fields. Griggs will toss it in. It comes out to Niken. 14 seconds to go in the quarter. And he may take his defender one-on-one, which is Edmonds. 7 seconds. Drives. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. Missed it. Rebound Cody Lane. Going back up. No. Tapped up. No. That'll do it for the quarter. Trojans 48, Hornets 30. We'll come back with the final 8 minutes of this one after this break. You're following Barren County High basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Yes, that's right. Fourth and final quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Rex Rush on stats, Todd Belcher in the studio. Trojans lead 48-30. Shot blocked. It hit the bottom of the backboard. Loose ball underneath. Ryan Shirley down on the floor scrambling. Possession arrow to Barren County. Or is it to Metcalfe? They got possession arrow. They just changed it?
Yeah, haven't ever changed it. Metcalfe just 3 of 14 in that third period. 0 of 5 from 3. Trojans a little bit better. 6 of 13. Hit 1 of our 3 threes.
Trojans have done a really good job on Boston DeVore tonight. He's only got 9 points. He averages 19 a game.
We're throwing a lot of guys at him.
Metcalfe's basketball underneath. Ball comes out to DeVore. DeVore On the left side, dropped it, had to get rid of it, out to Bly. Now Bly works against Shirley. Back to DeVore, trying to go baseline against Pointer. Tate cuts him off. Now they bounce it down low. Broke it up in there by Niken. And last touch by the Hornets.
Yep. Said Fields actually was the one that maybe kicked it up.
So Barren County's basketball, Mason Griggs. Accelerating down the right side. Puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound to Wyatt Fields. Almost had it taken away from him by Shirley. And here's Davis. Long bounce pass down to Bly. The shot good to the right baseline. Bly, his first point since the first quarter. It's 48-32. Ball gets knocked away. Another turnover by the Trojans. And, should have been something there, but Ryan Shirley comes up with a basketball. A lot of contact on that one, but Barren has the ball.
They'd have called the charge if we didn't steal it, I think.
Yeah. Mason Griggs working out there against Bly. Right side it goes to Pointer. Gets a screen from Wayne. Out top it comes to Niken. Left side it comes to Griggs. Griggs looking. And a foul as DeVore reached in. That'll be his second, and Metcalfe's sixth of the second half. Fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. 6:43 left. Barren by 16. Got Jacob Shaw back in the game. Will Bandy, Tyler Bush, Gavin Withrow. And a shot by Bandy in the lane.
Sky half hook there.
50-32. Matches the largest lead of the ball game. 25 now for Will Bandy. Got half the points. 6:20 to play here in a basketball game. Wyatt Fields, top of the key against Niken. Gives it over now to Dial. Dial will pull up. Shot blocked by Bandy. Ball gets loose and gets into the corner. It's going to be out of bounds off Metcalfe.
Dial reached in and knocked it away. Otherwise, it would have been a wide open fast break layup for us.
Jacob Shaw with it for the Trojans. Out to Bush. Now gives to Niken. Here's the lob down to Bandy. He'll put it up and in.
Tough catch. Had somebody in front and behind him and went over top of both of them.
52-32. Now that extends it to the largest lead of the ball game at 20. 5:50 to play. Bly on the right side. Gives it to Fields. Left side, Davis. That ball gets poked away by Niken. And it comes to the back court, but ball gets away. Davis trying to go for it, and then Bush trying to go for it. Knocked out of bounds into the Barren County bench. Hornets will have it. 5:36 to play.
Talk about Will's night. He's 6 of 7 in this half from the field. Added another rebound to it, so I think that's actually 2. He's got 12 for the game.
It's pretty good shooting. Here's Bly taking it up with the left hand. No good. Rebound put back up and in by Fields. Fields has 9. 52-34. Down to 5:19 to play. Left side it comes to Tyler Bush. Gets a screen from Bandy. Now Bush trying to make a move. Goes across the lane. Dishes it off underneath. Here's Withrow. Puts it in and draws a foul. Give the Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris assist to Tyler Bush.
This may be the most under control I've ever seen Tyler Bush play. He uses his athleticism sometimes to get out of control, but tonight he's so in rhythm, and it's like he sees the floor as well as I've ever seen him.
Withrow's free throw's good. Old-fashioned three-point play. 55-34. Now a 21-point lead for the Trojans. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis with the basketball. Left side it goes to Bly. Out top now. They work it around the perimeter from Edmonds to Davis. Out to Merle for 3. It's no good. Rebound to Bandy. Fires it up court to Withrow. Withrow taking it to the rack. He'll lay it up and in. 57-34. And here's a bounce pass down into Edmonds, and he traveled.
Ward brought their starters back in a while ago because he wasn't happy with what that second group was doing. They've extended the lead back out to 23. I'd say their night's almost over.
Shaw. Left side over to Griggs. Dumps it in the corner. Bandy pulls the trigger. It's no good for 3. And it's Edmonds with a rebound for Metcalfe. Here's Davis. Sends it over now to Merle. Merle around the top of the horn. Reverses back to the right side. Drives the basket. Puts it up. No good. Rebound to Mason Griggs. Trojans want to run with it. Bandy bounce pass underneath. It's Withrow. Gets fouled going up. Bly, his second personal. Number 8 on the Hornets in the second half. 2 shots for Gavin Withrow.
That's how you run the floor. Gavin was running the floor and right even with Will when you got a 2-on-1 break like that. That's how you execute it. And Will made a nice pass to Gavin to at least get these free throws out of.
8 points for Gavin Withrow. 58-34. Caleb Hester checking into the Trojan lineup for Will Bandy. Bandy may be done for the night, playing his last high school basketball game here at home.
I'd say you're right. He's done. And
second shot's in and out for Withrow.
Bandy had a great senior night and an actual true senior night. He had another great game.
58-34 Trojans. 3:55 ball knocked away by Griggs. Foul on Mason Griggs. First foul on Griggs. That's only 4 against the Trojans here in the second half.
Right here. Jacob, you got 10.
As the ball comes out, Metcalfe County with the basketball. Jax Allen trying to penetrate into the lane. Dishes it back over the right side to Davis. He'll send it back out to Dial. We got, what, a technical foul?
No.
Or is it looked like they called a technical. Just a holding foul.
Mason Griggs and DeVore were just hand fighting for position down low. Very easy, could have went both either way.
Here's a feed underneath the DeVore on the inbounds pass. He's got 11. Here comes Shaw. Pulls up, shoots the 3. No good. And rebound is loose on the floor. Coming up with it is Davis for Metcalfe. Diagonal pass underneath. Here's a layup good for Allen. 58-38.
No need to rush it here. We're going to pull it back out and run a set.
Tyler Bush on the dribble out front. Goes left side with it over to Hester. Now Hester sends it out to Withrow. Penetrates. He'll shoot the shot and it's blocked. Gets it back though. Kicks it over to Shaw. Steps back. Shoots the 3 in the air. It's no good. And rebound is DeVore for Metcalfe County. DeVore is going to fire up a 3-point shot. It's no good. And try to get an offensive rebound. Hester comes up with it. Gives to Bush at 2:42 to play. Bush sends it over to Jacob Shaw. Feeds it to Withrow. Breaking to the basket. Puts it up and in.
Yep.
Nice curl into the lane. 10 points for Gavin Withrow on the other end. Here's DeVore missing the shot and an offensive foul. And Caleb Hester took the charge. DeVore commits his 3rd. Number 9 on the Hornets here in the second half. And now we're going to get some new players in for Metcalfe. Also for the Trojans, Corbin Murphy in, Tay Pointer, Mason Griggs, Ryan Shirley, Caleb Hester on the floor with 2:23 to play.
All the starters now exit.
60-38, Barren County. Now Griggs sends it over the left side to Hester. Hester curls in, jumper 10 feet away, misses, but he's fouled. Try to pick up the numbers for Metcalfe County. 31 is Dathan Jolly, 5'10 junior, 33 for Metcalfe. I don't have a 30. That's Grant Edwards, 6'2 senior. As Hester puts up the first one, it's good. And who else are we missing there? 23, Parker Eisenberg. 00 is Sheldon Compton. Another free throw good for Hester. I got everybody. 62-38.
Yeah.
Metcalfe County has the ball swatted away and out of bounds. 2:01 to left here in this contest. The last home regular season game. as they get the ball out to Compton. On the dribble with it out there now is Jolly. They're working around the perimeter. Compton with it on the right side. Ball goes in the corner. They give it back out to Jolly. Jolly drives up with the left hand. Shot no good. Rebound Hester. He'll give it over to Griggs. Griggs halfway to the corner, right-hand side. Bounces out to Hester. Fake spins. Dumps it down underneath. There's Griggs on the left-hand side. Misses the shot. Battle for the rebound. Shot put back up. No good for Griggs. And the ball goes out of bounds to Metcalfe with a minute 21 to play.
Ended up having a really good crowd here tonight for a Tuesday night into the season. You know, Metcalfe's just 20 minutes down the Parkway. We used to play Metcalfe 2 times a year. We used to start the year with them and then play them here at this, but we don't do that anymore.
Here's a three that's launched. It goes out of bounds off Sheldon Compton's shot.
You very rarely play anybody not in your district 2 times anymore.
That's true, yeah. Oh, they get it back to Metcalfe. We must.
I think Trojans
it got tipped it. Okay. Jax Allen works it into the paint. Jump shot is up. It's no good. Rebound to Corbin Murphy with 58 seconds to play. He'll give it to Mason Griggs. Sends it down the left side. Hester throws it back across over to Pointer. Pointer, 10-footer on the right side. Good.
Good looking jump shot.
64-38, 40 seconds to play. Pass picked off by Caleb Hester. Takes it down the right side. Holds up now with 30 seconds to go. Gives it to Pointer here on the near side out front. Barren County's going to pick up their 20th win of the season tonight. Metcalfe's going to even their record at 14-14. Pointer right side over to Griggs. Getting some pressure from Compton. He'll give it to Hester. 10 seconds to play. Now Hester on the dribble. Down to 5. They'll just dribble it out. Trojans win it 64-38 over Metcalfe County. Barren goes to 20-8 on the year. Metcalfe falls to 14-14. We'll come back with a post-game report in just a moment. Brought to you by CPC Commodities, proven on our farm and made for yours. This is Barren County High basketball presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.